Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. My apologies. I put Tabasco on my food and I got stuck in the toilet for like 20 minutes. But we are here. We're here for a stream. I definitely feel better than yesterday. Yesterday I was absolutely shattered. I'm still pretty tired today, but basically we've got 2 days left.
Can't believe my streamer is being a late Andy. You kind of fell off Pyro. Also when Darkwood 3?
Darkwood 3? Tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow. Alright. We got some more React Andy today, and then hopefully afterwards we've got a game planned. There could be a game. I still don't think this will be a late stream, but it'll definitely be longer than yesterday, because yesterday I was shattered, dude. I went to bed, I watched Rings of Power finale, and that was actually pretty cracked. Like, that was good. And then after that, yeah, I went to bed and passed out. Fear and Hunger. I'll be honest with you guys. I got no chance of beating Fear and Hunger before I go to Australia. There is no chance. I need to beat the game, see everything, and get all of the S rank endings on hard mode in 2 days. It's impossible. It's actually impossible. So I'm going to be a little bit more productive in my time and just going to react to some stuff. God, saying that out loud. Oh, pain. Basically, I need to keep the TV channel afloat when I'm away because I've got a guy that runs it and I need to make sure that he's still getting paid. So, yeah. We'll do some more React Andy, and then after that, we will... I do want to try a game, that mouth-washing. I don't know how long it is, though.
Fear and Hunger intro be like, I'm feeling kinda peckish, hungry like the wolf by Duran starts playing.
Hungry like the wolf. Yeah, I'm getting a set designed at the minute for Fear and Hunger. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. I want Fear and Hunger to be better than Darkwood. It's gonna be
Do
hard.
the thug shake Pyro, you little femboy man. P.S. Put the dress on concerned Doge.
Thank you, DB, for the 10. Give me $1,000 and I will.
Hey Pyro, could you recommend a good phone for a broke boy like myself? Shit's tight with money, was thinking you could loan me your phone, but then I reconsidered due to your fetishes.
Why would I give you my phone
Hey
in the
Pyro,
first place?
I just got cheated on and you've recently been my comfort streamer to watch. I honestly feel at a mental roadblock and need some advice. It's so hard to go on considering we would watch your vids all the time. It feels like everything's tainted.
I was trying to fart. Wait, what was that,
Pyro
Donor?
the Darkwood shirt finally showed up and now I can wear with everyone knowing I'm a Pyro glazer. In all seriousness, I love the content you make. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Pineapple, for the 10. What was that, Donor, about breaking up? I don't see it.
Hey Pyro, I've been watching you since 2017 and I genuinely enjoyed the content you put out nowadays. Seeing you grow and expand your content was always something that resonated with me, and it's one of the few things I enjoy on you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Xenopath,
Pyro, my
for the
son's
10.
missing so I can't use his soft spot as an ashtray. May I use yours? I'm from a Liverpool BTW.
Oh, you're from Liverpool. Definitely not. Definitely not. Where was that donor about a guy crying about a breakup? It's been lost. There's like so many people. Thank you, Mama, for the 22 months. Damn, that's a lot. You need to let your emotions out after a breakup. Gonna suck for a couple of months, but if you think about them every day. Yeah, I think it's like... Sorry, dude, I've lost your dono. I'm not sure where it's went. I'm checking the list. I think it's like, it's trauma the same as anything else, right? Like, there's different degrees to it, but like, yeah, you need to let it out. Because if you don't, if you keep it boxed in, it just turns you into like bitter.
You fell on with how good your content's gotten throughout the years.
Thank you, VTel, for the 10. Sorry, I'm still trying to find this fucking dono, man. It got buried, like it was all out of order. Oh, there we go, I found it. Need some advice. It's hard to go on considering we'd watch your videos all the time. Comfort streamer. I mean, if you want to take a break, if you don't want to watch my content anymore because of the association, that's fine. Because that might be like a triggering thing, you know? So, yeah, I think that might be a trigger for it, but...
I know most of your fan...
I mean, you'll work through it eventually. It just takes a while, because it sounds like the breakup you've had is pretty recent, and then it always does hurt the most. So, I mean, I've had breakups and stuff that have been really hard. Loads of people have. But yeah, I think it's more just like kind of letting it all out in a healthy way. Because if you don't, you just become le bitter. And that's not part of the winter arc. Thank you, Pokepanda, for the 23 months.
I know most of your fan base have never touched, nor seen a dumbbell. Do you think you would ever do a gym wear drop? Keeping your style but making it acceptable to wear in public could be cool.
Do a gym drop? Nah, bro. Have you seen Pyro fans? Are you joking? Hell no. I'd sell like 3 shirts, bro. To be fair, I don't even think I can wear gym wear. Like, I'm not... It's funny because, like, I work out, right? And I think I work out, like, to an amount. But, like, it's funny when you see TikTok and stuff, it's like, okay, if you're not taking 50 milligrams of Tren every day, you're not doing enough. Like, when I was stuck on the toilet for 10 minutes because I put all the Tabasco on my food, there was a guy and he was, like, 20 years old and his chest came out to here. They were, like, women's breasts. And he had, like... Oh, it was horrible. He was doing like a little bicep flex with his arm, and this little growth came out. It looked like a cyst. It must have just been where like a muscle was growing because there was no space anywhere else. It looked like a polyp or something. But yeah, like actual trainer. Thank you, Ali, for joining. Thank you, Lind, for the 2. There was a guy in the toilet. Skibbity toilet. Pyro still addicted to Tabasco. I don't enjoy eating food. I just like to min-max. I genuinely don't enjoy eating food, so I just put Tabasco on everything for flavor. What was that, Dono?
Lockheed Martin and oil call auctions cocked off this week. Take my blood money, slot boy.
Thank you, True Me. Are you giving me Lockheed money, little bro? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, don't they make the things that bomb people? That's not funny, but also money. Damn. Wait, so when there's a war, if you invest in like war stocks, they go off because of the war? Wow, I didn't know that. Did I need to start investing again? Jesus. I invested in Ethereum. I doubled my money, which was insane. And then I just never invested again because I can't turn into a Leafy's here just looking at the graphs all day, man. I'd go insane. I brain rot enough looking up slop to do on the second channel.
I just want to tell you that you've been amazing inspo in my life and Chins of Redemption.
Thanks, Adam, for the 10. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Did you invest in DAP? Why did I read that out loud, man? God. Anyway, I wanted to see this. There's this video that came out called YouTube Thumbnails Suck Now, and it kind of caught my eye because it looks a little bit okay. I don't want to do like the whole "it's all about me" thing. Like, you know, Walter White, all of this, it's all about me. But that did look a little bit... I instantly... Keemstar in the preview. I instantly thought that... Wait, that's not his video. That's Flasfire's video. What is that doing in the... Oh my god, the preview's broken. Anyway, I'm having a stroke. But yeah, it did look kind of similar to the Darkwood video because of, like, Le White. So... How's Darkwood even doing right now? I don't even check. 3.5. That's decent. It's about to overtake Buckshot Roulette, a 7-month-old video. I think I checked the studio and it's overtaken Half-Life 3, like what Half-Life 3 got at the time.
To me about the deeper meaning of Skibidi Toilet, and 20 minutes later we were making out sloppy style. Life is good.
What? Thank you, Brisket, for the 10.
Hi, you know what a thumbnail is, right? A little
Have you
piece
seen
of
the
eye
lifeguard Rodak skin? Talk about daddy. Anyway, hey Slop Twink, the start of your Darkwood video made me buy Darkwood. So I still haven't finished the video itself, but I love the animation. W video for real.
Thank you, dumb bitch, for the 10. That's her actual name, by the way. That's what she wrote for the donut. What's the lifeguard
Rogue
Roadhog?
turn into Senator Armstrong with that talk of investing in worse stocks. It's always been about the nano machines, son.
Dot.
I don't know. I don't like
What
that
about
skin.
all the good things war has
No,
done for us?
I don't like that skin.
Why don't we hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose. Give war a chance, Jack.
That one, that's the best skin. That's the best Roadhog skin. There's one where it's purple as well. Ah, there we go. That's the best Roadhog skin. There genuinely isn't. I've looked at all the skins online. There isn't a better skin than that one. The rest are kind of MIDI.
candy that's designed to take up at least that much of your time. Yes, a practically universal
Is that an AI image of Mr. Beast?
language among all people on YouTube. And I wanted to give my little 2 cents about this whole thing. The thumbnails are the most important part of YouTube aside from the actual videos themselves. I mean, when you go to YouTube, that's the first thing you see. But there's an ocean of people clawing and scratching their way just to get you to notice them.
I've seen people use green screens before, but I've never seen someone use their door as the green screen.
And with that comes a big question. How do I get people to look at me instead of them? But with that comes
I think it's really interesting when people do this, though. Like, I remember Memulus used to do it. It'd have, like, his green screen take up half the actual screen. Because I don't know, it's like, if it's all a green screen, it almost looks a little bit tacky. Or overused, I guess. But if it's a part of the video, then I guess it's framing, right? Obviously, no shade on, like, Nakey Jakey and stuff. Like, I think that's a whole different tier of, you know, because he sat on the funny yoga ball and stuff. Actually, has he uploaded yet
You are
recently?
the most bougie person I've ever seen with that fit, and in a bad way.
Thank you, Twin Sanity, for the 10. Nakey Jacket. Yeah, that was definitely what I looked up. Cheers, mate. Don't let me add dyslexia to the list. Nothing for a month.
Why the fuck does this dude look exactly like the cop from Dumb and Dumber who accidentally drinks Lloyd's piss from a beer bottle?
Why does he look like who? The cop from Dumb and Dumber. Okay, hang on. I don't know what you're on about. Oh, he does a little bit. Oh, not the hair, though. He ends up... I see what you mean. Yeah. Not the hair, though. There's no way with the hair. It could be his... I mean, knowing how small the world is, it's probably going to be his uncle or something, like, guaranteed.
a little thumbnail theory, a gradually standardizing amount of
I will
ideals
say,
that are set
it
to...
is good, but it's kinda sus that you like the skin called noxious with a poisonous gas vibe. I know what you are.
Like, you dumb bitch, the
Him,
10.
the guy who
Really?
sent the dono about being cheated on. It's not that it's a bad association to watch you, it's that it hurts so much because the person who traumatized me for life has such a big grip on the media I consume. I really appreciate your stance on it.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you for the 10, Lash. It's difficult, but you'll be able to power through it, and then you'll look back on it and you'll think, oh my god, like, why did that have such a grip on my life? Your brain is like the best. Your brain and your mindset is like the best and worst thing. Like, genuinely, like, whenever I'm in like a shit headspace or something, I usually just... There's no way you're trying to do the N word in chat. Are you 7? Are you actually 7 years old? It's the... I kind of commend that it got through, actually. He actually managed to type out the whole N word before the mods caught him. I salute you, sir. Yeah, I think it's like... If ever I'm in like a bad headspace, I usually just like go to the I'll just go work out or something, usually. And that helps, to be fair. So somehow always does. I feel it's like a cause and effect thing, right? It's like, working out sucks. You say you like it, you've probably got that weird ADHD where it's like your personality trait, right? But if you don't enjoy it like most people, you know that you feel good after doing it.
be the most effective
And that kind of helps release all the cheats hormones and stuff in your body, like dopamine and all that.
way to get your attention. Now, I'm still trying to figure it out myself for the most part, but I have a few theories I do want to talk about in terms of what an effective thumbnail is. And for me, it boils down to two questions.
Mod sniping anyone saying N. I mean, it's more the fact that the account was called Arby's, and he somehow got away with saying every single letter. Oh my god, then he started doing emojis as well. Yeah, that's crazy. That was... Bro had like a full-out stealth build. Jesus.
What is the video about and why should you watch it? For example, you see this video and there is a crazy looking car in the thumbnail. You're not even looking at the title yet.
Isn't that that's in Top Gear? I remember they made a house on a car. God, that episode's old. That's like 2006 or something.
You just see this crazy car and you're saying, what is this about? First, you notice a couple things. You say, oh, this is a challenge where they're trying to live in their cars. And secondly, it's Top Gear. So if you watch Top Gear on the TV back in the day, you could see this and you say, oh, I recognize that. I'm going to watch that.
To be fair, that is also a TV channel, YouTube account, and they're like unfairly promoting the algorithm. But also, he's right. There is like a nostalgic value. It's like, oh, that thing I saw 7 years ago. Let me rewatch it. Because obviously it's like, that's why clips from like Gordon Ramsay and stuff do so well. Because it's like, you want to watch it on demand, right? You want to watch like a specific clip. You need to go on an on-demand service, like a streaming service. Then you'll have to go and like load up the episode, find the timestamp, all that, when you can just like boot it up on YouTube.
That still works because Top Gear is just a good show. But the primary reason you watch this is just because the thumbnail makes you ask, what is this about?
I like how all they did now after Top Gear is they all just started their own alcohol. I think like James May has got like a gin. Who's the other one that punched the BBC presenter? I don't know.
And the thumbnail answers it.
He's got like his own like pub now, I think.
When you click on the video, you immediately see that crazy looking car and it's like, oh, I'm clapping. Yay. I saw the thing I saw in the thumbnail immediately, but it also leads to another point. When you're on YouTube, the first thing you're looking
I do that. When I clap on a video and it's actually accurate and not clickbait, I get out my chair and I clap.
at are images. You're not really looking at the title as much. That's a supplement to the image, the thumbnail. So again, with Top Gear, you're looking at this crazy image and you're saying, whoa, a crazy looking car. And then you go to the title and you say, oh, camper van challenge, which is a little rule of thumb I like to call the whoa and oh. Whoa, look at this thing in the image and oh, that's what it's about, huh? And it can be embodied in many different ways. For example,
Okay, I can tell the entire point of this video is going to be every title is clickbait and vague now, which is true.
oh, look at this.
I think the problem is now is like, if you're not clickbaiting videos, you're missing out because everyone else is. Okay, this is a really stupid comparison here, but you know how like countries have nukes and that's really bad? And it's like, oh, we should get rid of our nukes. That's bad. You know, we're like instilling violence. But it's like, the majority of the reason why people don't get rid of their nukes is because everyone else has nukes. And they think that they're like making themselves less defensible. So in like a YouTube I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm comparing it to YouTube terms. But like in YouTuber terms, if you use a video that like isn't clickbait or following a certain format, you're gonna get less views.
This teddy bear with human-looking teeth. Oh, why are things creepy? It's educational. But what about this thumbnail?
Season arriving? Not gonna lie, those things are classics. Only in Liverpool, bro.
Thank you, Kat, for the 10.
Robin Williams, and you say, whoa, and then you look at the title and you, oh. But truth be told, this is a stupid, effective way for thumbnails to work that you probably hate sometimes just because of how easy it is to hijack as a concept. For example, put a woman in the thumbnail with a big jiggly booty, and then you look at the title and you say, oh, this is about the BBL conspiracy. I mean, this just has a broad application is what I'm saying. But in my oh so humble opinion, I think the best examples of the whoa and oh are people that are able to...
I remember people would actually use pictures of like asses and breasts to try and get views as well.
Bend it to their will. For example, someone like
saying stand up to a stick man farting. Like, guys, we need a timeout. We need a timeout with this bit, all right?
Bill Wirtz. You look at the thumbnail, you say, whoa, history of the entire world, I guess. And then you look at the title and you say, oh, history of the entire world, I guess. I'm being a little silly about it, but it does reaffirm that this is literally the history of the entire world. In fact, I'm going to tell you twice just so you know. But I love how Bill Wirtz does it. You have this little thing of the earth right here. It's actually kind of abstract looking. Then you just have black drop, white text, tells you exactly what it's about.
I think there's something really weird about YouTube where it's like when a video gets more views, it's almost respected more. in a sense. Because I think the way that Bill Wirtz did that, I just think it's a shit post, right? Like that thumbnail. Like it doesn't even look like the Earth. It's just blue. But, you know, this guy here is saying like it's abstract and, you know, like just saying it's art. But it's genuinely like, I feel that people's perception on what a video is goes up the more views it gets. Like I remember when I did like videos called like the best show you haven't seen, the best game you haven't played, and then like every single YouTuber like started using that in their format, thinking it was like a cheat code to get views. And to be fair, it was. Thank you, Swag, for joining. I'm actually happy that Darkwood did well, because like we just called it Darkwood, and I was like, please don't let me have to come up with some garbage clickbait title like the best game you've never played. Please, just let me call it the game, and it will be okay. And then it did okay. So.
I think it works great in a minimal way.
Hey,
and for someone like Bill Wirtz,
Silent
this
Hill
thumbnail
2 is coming out on the 7th of October. Are you going to stream it?
Thank you, Jobin, for the 10. It couldn't come out at a worse time, bro. I'm traveling to Australia. It could not have came out at a worse time.
also works just because that's kind of a style of thumbnail he was doing already. If you're a subscriber to
piece
Bill
of
Wirtz, if you really
garbage.
liked history of Japan, this is something you could recognize from him. Also, the view
Pyro,
count
you're
factors
looking rather
into
inflatable with that hair today.
PLAP, 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 det braft, PLAP, 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 det pregeninit.
Okay, guys, that's what happens when someone makes a dono and they have dyslexia. All the comedy is vaporized immediately. Please learn how to spell before you make the dono, please. Please.
whether a video is credible or
Arby's
not.
could
I
be
mean,
here.
you're
He thought, I've never been on this stream before. There could be Arby's anywhere. The cool wind felt good against his bare chest. I hate Arby's. He thought sweet dreams are made of these, reverberated his entire car.
Thank you, Adam, for the 10. What'd you say, no father in chat?
probably gonna trust a video with more views than a video with less views. Just
I was in a group chat once with Ryan Trahan and all these other like YouTuber good boys, right? And it's like, this was 6 years ago. And it's really funny because what YouTubers do is whenever they share with their chat, in the chat, like what kind of video they're doing, what kind of thumbnail they're making, they use an app. And what the app does is like, it's a plugin, right? So they'll do the thumbnail, they'll do the title, and all the plugin does is generate like 10 million views, and then in like 5 months, it makes fake views. And what it did is like, it tricked these YouTubers into thinking that their video, their title and thumbnail looked better than what it actually was because of the amount of views that it had. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not explaining it well. Basically, they made a title, they made a thumbnail, and then they tried to test it on YouTube by using a plugin, and the plugin would just say like 5 million views, which tricked them into thinking the title and thumbnail were good because they're thinking, oh, it's gonna get that amount of views. It's gonna get that amount of views easily. It's so weird. It's so weird. Thank you, Papo, for the $10. Appreciate it, man. RB Beef and Cheddar Biohazard Containment Chamber. Brap. Do you use vidIQ? No. No, I don't use any plugins or anything. I don't do it. I don't do it. Dude, I'm a moron. You know, when I come up with a thumbnail and a title, I do that 10 minutes before the video goes out. I think the only difference is with Darkwood. With Darkwood, I commissioned a fat artist to do the thumbnail, to draw the main character, and he did a really good job with that. That was like a commissioned thumbnail. But I just typed in Darkwood. I was like, yeah. Like obviously the video and that I think about. But the title and the thumbnail, I just half-ass it. Like, I would literally give Mr. Breast a heart attack with how little I plan. I don't even check my analytics, bro. You know how people look at their analytics and they're, like, analyzing, like, the retention and all that? I don't do that.
You know what, Pyro? Take more of my...
I look at how many views a video... I look at how many views the video gets and how much money I made. That's it. And then I just stop. I don't care afterwards. Genuinely. Because I feel like if I studied all those analytics all the time, I would just go completely insane. Sorry, I skipped that dono, true me.
You know what, Pyro? Take more of my Lockheed money. Being a shareholder is already hard enough, but I can't imagine how hard it must be to be a YouTube streamer. It really takes determination and sheer will. You deserve it.
Thank you, true me, for the $40. $40 of Lockheed money. $40 of they make guns that kill people money. Thank you so much, man. I love capitalism. I like how I used the Patrick Bateman one. And when Patrick Bateman goes to the homeless man, he's like, you should try getting a job.
Just because that's a
Why don't you
higher
have a
quantity
job?
of people who actually watched it. Watching something with a higher view count probably means you're less likely to waste your time. Which, I mean, you're probably wasting your time regardless, but sometimes you win. So on a very, very basic basis, I think that's what constitutes for a good thumbnail. Which leads me to
YouTube analytics be like, oh no, I do check the 10 out of 10. When it's 10 out of 10, it's over. The way that I think of it is like, if it's 5 out of 10, if it's 5 or less, that's kind of... Nah, if it's 6 or less, it's over. If it's 5 or less, it's okay. It's okay. Because, like, obviously I do daily slops, so you can't always get a 1 out of 10. It's literally impossible. So I'll settle with, like, a 3 or a 4. Darkwood is doing 2 out of 10 at the minute on the studio. It's overtaken every video except Cruelty Squad, which is really, really impressive.
the bigger
It's even overtaken the Entropy video as well.
meat of this video, which are thumbnails that aren't as good. So like I said, the woe and oh, this is something that I recommend you build off of instead of just using directly. But if you use directly, I mean, you're not really going to harm anyone, but it's just kind of easy to exploit. Take the average drama YouTuber. Chances are the thumbnail's gonna have a face of someone you recognize.
Fix your hairline.
Fix my hairline. Dude, someone donated in pure Lav, can you screenshot what someone just sent as a dono and send it to me on Discord so I can show it on the PC? Because I can't show it on the streaming PC. It won't even play.
Fix your hairline.
Why does it just say fix your hairline? That's not the only thing in English. Oh, you got it? Someone translate what he just sent me. What is that? What? Why waste $10? It didn't even read out loud. It just says fix your hairline. I bet you he just key mashed that, right? Like it's not even actual English. Jesus.
And then the title is going to say they did a bad thing. So whoa, it's this person I recognize. Oh, they did a bad thing. I'm gonna get to worse examples in my opinion, but
I do hate the current commentary meta where you've got to say situational drama. I really do hate it, but it's not like it was any better years ago. Like years ago, it was like the rant or something. I will 100% admit though that like Charlie Critical popularized that. Because I said this a couple of streams ago, but like situation, when you say situation, it's such a safe word to say. It's so safe because it's like you're not throwing shade at the accused, you're just explaining it. It's not drama, it's a situation. And it became that very safe way for commentary channels to talk about something without having to actually instigate any fighting, so they get no backlash on them.
But this one's just kind of easy to churn out. It's pretty blunt, it's pretty easy to understand, but you're just not gonna get like something.
Wait, Botrix has joined the channel? That's the chat bot I set up. Oh wait, I've got a translation on the Japanese thing. Hang on. We deeply consider the current state of the empire and want to take emergency measures to address the current situation. And our loyal and vassal people are deeply affected by the imperial government's commitment to the United States, Britain, China, sustainability. The joint declaration has been accepted, and the people of the empire and the subjects of the empire have been given peace of mind. Therefore, in order to ensure the true existence of the empire and the stability of East Asia, it is possible for the rulers of other countries to invade territory of other countries. For 4 years, I have fought the bravery of soldiers on land and sea. You read Japanese very well, thank you.
Interesting out
I took a class once.
of it. I didn't have drama channels in my mind when I was making that video.
Okay. We don't need to include me here. We don't need to include me here. I've done nothing wrong. I'm an innocent man.
So I kind of glossed over it more than I should have. And I like Pyro, but the main channel's doing all the heavy lifting. So
Wait. Is he actually saying that Darkwood is better than the Hawk Tour podcast? Is he saying that Darkwood is better than the Hawk Tour podcast? Are you joking? Are you joking? The podcast that is rated a 9.2 on IMDb. A 9.2! That is more than the entirety of Breaking Bad. Oh, wait, no, it's not. What? What? That's on 9.5 now? We gotta talk to the mods, man. There's been some butts downvoting this. It's the Attack on Titan finale all over again. 9.5. 9.2. The fact that that's real, like the actual power of irony. 9.2.
So factoring in the woe and oh theory that I'm still currently developing, the ideal goal with that and thumbnails in general is to make something intriguing and want to be clicked.
Yeah, I mean, it's like all these thumbnails are just vague, right? I mean, that talks about the PS5. That was one of my worst performing videos as well. But to be fair, everyone got a video out on that on the same day. Like one thing we've tried to do now with the live channel is like we just don't talk about topics that Critical does, because it's a no country. It's a there will be blood. I drink your milkshake. Like if you cover the same topic that he does a day after, it's over. You get no views. So we've been working on projects before that he got a video out on like an hour before, and we just don't upload it. It's like, nah, there's no point. There's no point. Well, no, we never got to that point, but we got to the point where like we're about to start editing it, or the research has been done, and then if he gets his video out, it's like, yeah, we're just not going to bother covering this.
Done.
Well,
This goes to all slugs. To all you non-Discord Nitro kittens, don't even try to talk to me, don't pregnant react to me. Yes, you don't interact with my rich-ass $10 subscription brothers with funny cat gifts PFP. Now squeal, my little worm.
Thank you, Lico, for the 10 normal dono. No shade on Charlie, by the way. It's just like, you know, it's obviously like a cost fallacy thing where it's like we put time into this. Let's not bother. Let's just do like an actual other doc. I got some docs lined up actually. Some videos lined up when I'm in Australia that are pretty funny. Like some for the Slop channel that aren't drama related. It's official. The Hawk Tour girl is basically the internet's new skip.
But again, this is something that's just a lot more.
Didn't need to play that, did you? You didn't need to play that. You didn't need to play that, did you?
Exploitable, especially because they're uploading every single day and they probably don't have that much to say every single day. And
hey man, my videos are 20 minutes long. Come on.
You can kind of see these intrigue bait titles work to varying
yeah, I mean, look how many times situation is used. 1, 2. Is that it? I mean, that was my dog dying. Then it was Galaxy Gas. Then it was that guy. Then it was Nux. Then it was Fantano.
Degrees.
Oh yeah, this video, by the way, funny story about this video, the Chase Bank. That video was flopping. It was doing awful. We changed the thumbnail and it became like a 1 out of 10. So genuinely, like, if your video's flopping, change the thumbnail.
For example, Anthony Fantano's situation is awful. I wonder what the awful situation is. I actually don't know, and you know what? I'm a little intrigued because I recognize this person. And then you have something like this TikToker has lost it. It has less than half the views, and you know why? It's because TikTokers are subhuman and they don't deserve any...
I don't think that's the case. I genuinely think if you put TikTok in your title, I think YouTube does actually suppress it a little bit. Unless it's like a negative video against TikTok. Like, I know this sounds really stupid, right? I put a space in TikToker because Critical did that, and I just copied him. Like, I'll happily admit that. Because I thought that he did it because there's some secret hack that he knows that if you put the full TikTok, like as one word, then your video gets suppressed.
To the slop, to the slop, to the slop.
Thank you, Potato, for the 10.
Sympathy. Like, I actually recognize this person, Jeremy Fragrance, but I just don't care about TikTokers in general. Minecraft movie looks really awful. I wonder what he's gonna talk
I'm surprised that video did so well, considering everyone covered it at the same time as well.
about for 18 minutes. And I have more examples pulled up. I hope they're not too offended.
At least watch the video, man.
This is another channel. I mean, this does make me say, oh, but does this make me say, whoa? We have a very serious problem.
8-minute Andy, it's over. You gotta get it up. You gotta get it up, bro. You gotta get it up to the 20 minutes. Then you'll feel the ad revenue.
I mean, who is we? And then there's a...
I remember when I was an 8-minute Andy a long time ago. No more. Now I'm a 20-minute Johnson.
Someone who's ugly in the thumbnail and it says, this is creepy and gross. Now, granted, these...
There's another trans woman who just like... She eats in restaurants and almost baits people into misgendering her so she can get angry. It's very bizarre. And then she said like the N-word or something in public.
These videos are a lot shorter. And then the most infamous example right now is more Pegasus because he just...
Oh my god. Wait, has he jumped on the KSI arc yet? Hang on, let's have a look. Surely he's milking. Surely Mr. Beast has been milked enough. Now it's KSI time. Oh, it's at 3 videos already. Milky milk. Milk crates. I respect it. It's so genius though. Like, we'll actually just get milked. And then he did a 3-hour video that just compiled all the other videos to get even more money. I respect it. Honestly, if I was doing like commentary like 2 years ago, I'd be doing the exact same thing.
Look at this, and what I want to get across is that although these thumbnails work, they're not necessarily
He's over. No, I love that one because it just doesn't make any sense.
good thumbnails. But to me, at least, a better thumbnail uses what's happening here as a fundamental rather than a template. If you want a video that talks about these types of examples, I'd recommend Flazefire's video. I'll put it in the description so you...
That was a really good video. No bias. We're not friends. I've never spoke to him. No bias.
can watch that, but watch my video first, of course. But I like what he talks about. It shortens...
Yeah, Flashfire is really underappreciated, though. I think he definitely needs more attention, because so many commentary channels, including myself, just talk about drama garbage, but like he actually breaks down other things. I mean, he did a video... Oh, right. It's on like nearly 500,000. Holy based. Actually showing... Okay, so it's actually getting appreciated for it now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, those are both very good videos. I'll be honest, I haven't really been keeping track with this channel, apart from these two videos that are very good. He's also gay, unfortunately.
Sweet, it's entertaining, and you know what? It has a pretty good thumbnail as well. But like I mentioned with someone like Bill Words, for these
react to his... I already react Andy to his videos.
history videos, he has a very minimal thumbnail style. But the minimal thumbnail style of Bill Words is really what I want to talk about because of other people who do this thumbnail style, where they'll have text and then image goes somewhere. I've been seeing this especially as of late.
I mean, you get thumbnails that are like very basic and that gets clicks. I mean, if you look at my channel, like we tried doing we copied Internet Historian for a bit. Like with these kind of collage thumbnails that he did. Yeah, because we did that first. I mean, you could see like my channel going through metas of what I thought would do well, right? Like the TikToker stuff, the film review stuff. I'm surprised. Wow, we did all right actually with back-to-back films. And then obviously Total Chaos. And then yeah, that was a very shit video. That was a really awful video. I hated that one. That was a video where I was like, yeah, that is the definition of a filler video. I didn't want to jump into another game review, so I tried something else that was awful. And that's me crying about Twitch because someone at Twitch doesn't like me and they bumped me off. Iron Lung. Yeah, that one was alright, actually. Damn, 7.8. Best game, yeah, Kane and Lynch 2. Because we were going to call that Kane and Lynch 2, but no one would have clicked on it, right? And then that was also a video I wasn't happy with at all. That one sucked. It didn't suck, it was just kind of, yeah. And then Cruelty Squad, Cinema. My House.wad. That was alright. Half-Life 3, I was very happy with that one. Lethal Company, yeah, that was another filler one, I'll be honest with you. That was kind of like, I felt like I was jumping on it because it was a
1
trend.
1 milligram of finasteride, 30 pill for the hairline.
Thank you, Joe, for the 13. Buckshot Roulette, I thought that was alright. A lot of people gave that flack saying it was a filler video. These two videos were definitely like me trying to chase trends, like new games, and be like, okay, let's do a video on that. But I realized through these videos, like, it doesn't work. I mean, it gets views, but like, you can tell the final product is like a little bit soulless. And then Brapwood, which is cinema.
Within cartoon reviewers of all people, not even necessarily
Hassan takes finasteride.
Reviewers, but I'm convinced a lot of these people are just content farms. Now, I know where these come from.
Oh my god, was that real? Wow. That's awful. That's very clickable as well because it's all white. Yeah, it's clever because everyone uses a white background in thumbnails now because most people that use YouTube are on dark mode.
Now, I know where these come from, but I can't remember the guy's name because it's just a little too weird for me to recall, but he had these thumbnails about SpongeBob theories. For example, the sponge hinge theory, where on one side he has SpongeBob petrified into stone or whatever, I don't really know what it's about, and then...
How many views does that on? Damn. 6.6. It's crazy because Darkwood is on 3.5 mil in 10 days. I don't even think that's a lot of views. I'll be honest with you. I can't tell whether my perception is cooked or like, you know how like...
Do you still think that thumbnails that...
Hang on, I'll come back to it. You know how like... You know how when you got thousands of viewers on a stream that was really good and now it means like nothing? Like even if you get like 10,000 viewers, like that's not a lot now. It's because more people have access to the internet, the standard has gone up. All right, let me play that one again. Why won't it play? All right, I'll just read it. Do you think that the thumbnails that immediately tell... Oh, that's so hard to read.
Do you still think that thumbnails that immediately tell you who the creator is are still worth doing? Like how Vanos Gaming monopolized the rainbow background thumbnails.
I mean, yeah. If you're talking about, like, covering creators, there's always a nostalgic value to it. I mean, that's why Far Cry 3 did so well on my channel, because it was like... Most of the people that are watching that video are in their 20s, and it's like, oh, I played that as a kid. Ooh, nostalgia.
He has SpongeBob petrified into stone or whatever. I don't really know what it's about. And then the other side is just the Sponge theory. And I'm gonna be honest, pretty good thumbnail, but SpongeBob's doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Because to me, the title of a thumbnail is supposed to add context to the image, or maybe vice versa sometimes. But in this case, it's just Spongehenge theory. Spongehenge theory. You might be saying to yourself, oh, but what about Bill Wirtz? He just did the same thing with History of the Entire World, where yes,
Hey,
Bill Wirtz does the same thing with the titles.
Are you going to play Subnautica 2 when it comes out? Hope you have been having a good day.
Thank you, Pyro's a pig for the 10. I thought it already came out. The Sub-Zero.
The same as the thumbnail, but I think he does it the most effective simply because he's...
Sniper wolf face with red shoulder background is the best. That was, wasn't that Quibble Cups originally?
Doing something that's kind of crazy. When you have something that's a little bit crazier in that vein, having it both in the title and thumbnail gives it a lot more of a punch. So with a video essay, I would just appreciate the thumbnail being different in the sense that it could add a little bit more context, but not too much context. I want to learn from the video. It lets you know it's a video essay because it has theory in the title and it's going to talk about a theory. So because of that, I would like a little bit more context in the actual thumbnail. Not too much context, but just enough so that it makes you a little bit more
before you
intrigued as
like
to
classic Doom games. What is your opinion on Doom 64? I personally think it's the most underrated besides Doom 3.
It's the most atmospheric, definitely. I like how kind of gritty it is. It's probably the darkest Doom game because it's got no sense of like parody or anything. It's really good.
what the video's about.
On Maker, the best weapon.
And I get to a much better example of that later in the video. And I know I sound a little bit like a snobby critic right now, but I want to get a little bit further into this because of what this has influenced. And Karsten Rundquist, this is no fault of his own, but he has caused a chain reaction because there's these channels now that are popping up and they'll have a cartoon on one side and text on the other. Very simple, minimal, clean looking, might I even...
I think the problem is as well, like, when a YouTuber gets a banger, they tend to recreate that thumbnail to catch lightning twice. I already shown Pegasus. I've done it myself. But then if you see a YouTuber do something... YouTubers steal all the time from each other. That's why H Bummer Guy's video on plagiarism did so well, because it really called out how much plagiarism there is. You know, I've probably been guilty of plagiarism, like multiple times without even knowing it. But I feel like when you see a creator that has something successful, you try to then replicate that, especially if they're in the same kind of lane as you. It's like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the title? Okay, let me try that now.
Say, because it's such an effective thumbnail with such little effort. You have people popping up doing this all the fucking time now. That's right, and when everyone...
I'm so happy I'm not privy to this part of YouTube, because this just seems awful. The worst thing is it's a good format, but you can tell that they're so scared. It shows like fear to me, right? Like they're so scared of trying something else that they'll just stick to the same thing.
Now. That's right, and when everyone has a good-looking thumbnail, no one will. And even Karsten spiced it up
to be a DLC, but they made it a standalone, but it is not a sequel. Subnautica 2 was announced a while back.
Are you Pyro's a pig for the 10? I didn't know that.
up a little bit. Sometimes he puts text on the top and image on the bottom. You know, he spices it up so it's not
Actually,
too
just all
repetitive
white.
looking. Okay, so here's
Whitewashing. Whitewashing.
an image of a thumbnail, right? You have the villain
I got a bit of anxiety that he's suddenly going to pull up Darkwood.
from Wreck-It Ralph on one side, and it's saying perfect twist villain. So I'm assuming it's a video essay about why the villain from Wreck-It Ralph is a good villain. Maybe it's even the perfect villain, the perfect twist villain. And the title, How to Write a Twist Villain, Wreck-It Ralph. And that stuff you can already see in the thumbnail, if I'm being...
What channel is this? Because the thing is, the content could actually be really good.
This movie was rejected.
Tune. This seems like one of those channels that's owned by like 7 people and they don't have a face. Yeah. This doesn't...
This movie...
This seems more like a kind of a corporate channel, not like a channel that's owned by like a couple of people. I mean, there was a channel that talked about my drama, I remember. And it was like YouTubers that beat allegations or something. Hang on. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. Oh, yep, there you go. The P word, very nice. And then PewDiePie at the front, great stuff. But yeah, it's like this channel. Like, I feel like this channel isn't owned by like one guy. It's like, it's definitely like an ex-YouTuber or something. Because I know YouTubers that like quit and then they come back and run channels like this and they do really well. I mean, the video on me, what's it on? Yeah, 3.5. Actually, Darkwood views. Oh my god. Actually on Darkwood views. But yeah, it's channels like that I think like are kind of run by like a group or something. It's not that it's a bad thing.
This movie was...
But wait, is that the same voice?
This movie was rejected.
Wait a minute.
This movie...
Wait.
This movie...
Wait, that's not the same voice that's running the drama channel, is it? Wait, it's not.
From fighting Yahtzee accusations.
They literally said that the fact that I use Adolf Hitler
It happened on YouTubers who had to fight off false accusations.
No, it's not.
The movie was rejected for 17 years.
No, it sounds similar. It sounds really similar, though. Really similar. It's like they got the same guy off Fiverr or something. Oh, that was... Whoa. I genuinely
This
thought that
movie
was
was
the same
rejected
actor.
for...
Okay, that's annoying me now. Are there any credits for, like... See, there's no credits or anything as well. There's nothing there. So yeah, this does make me kind of think, like, we're seeing this age now of, like, channels that just churn out content and they're ran by, like, a team. There's no face to them.
I don't mean to make you all sad, but love your parents, don't take them for granted. I miss my mother every day since she's passed. Thanks Pyro for making content and making me take my mind off things.
Thank you, Silo, for the 10. Damn. Natural truth nuke. I mean, it's true. You don't appreciate your parents until they're gone. I know I won't. I think it's hindsight, right? It's like, you know, you'll spend as much time with your parents. You could spend every day with your parents for the rest of your life until they died, and you'll still think you haven't spent enough time with them. It's hindsight. Fucking hell. Can we stop dropping truth pills on my stream? This is meant to be funny clip farming. But yeah, they churn out a lot of content. I mean, not as much as Slop. It's so weird. I mean, look at this. It's like flop, 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 banger, banger, flop, flop, flop. Oh, damn, that's a flopper. 1,000 views. Channels like this confuse me. So, oh, it's a very new channel as well. Look at that. Ah, I see. Yeah, look how bad those thumbnails are. And then instantly just like white, white, white. Yeah, I bet you this group are probably molding in the Discord chat. It's like, why do we have a banger? We got 2 bangers here. Why are they flopping? Why are they flopping?
Honest, this title, it's probably just search engine optimization, because you have how to, which is usually in relation to more informative content, right? A twist villain, that's usually involving media, which media, Wreck-It Ralph. So I'm assuming this is...
You should take them out to eat or something. I mean, I go out with my parents like once a week. I mean, I'll be honest, like, yeah, talking about the parents again, it's like, I feel like I've done everything I can to try to help my parents. You know, like they don't work as teachers anymore. They work for me. They help with the merch and the finances and stuff like that. They're basically semi-retired, like they get to work from home. You know, they live. We moved house into a much bigger house where we all living together. We've paid the mortgage off as well, so they can retire in this house when they're old. You know, I think it's, yeah, it's, you know, I always thought like it's always good to kind of support your parents. Obviously, everyone's situation's different, so people don't have that relationship with their parents, and that sucks. That really does suck. But you know, I think I've done everything I can to make my parents like proud.
Hi, my illustrious king of slop was wondering if you like the chaos nuggle. Romantic face, romantic face, romantic face.
Thank you, Havel, for the 10. I'm guessing that's the fat thing with the mouth on its belly.
Is used more for searching.
Parent slaves. Dude, I should get my mom on stream, but she's too scared of coming on stream.
Engine optimization rather
I did not mean to say it like that.
than, you know, actually having a captivating title. Also, I like this guy's channel name. It's Toon. And I also found more content farms, not just one, but two. One for The Simpsons and the other for Family Guy. So on one side you see The Simpsons hugging and crying, and the other says the saddest episodes. Oh, I wonder what this is about. The Simpsons saddest episodes.
The Simpsons saddest episodes. Let's have a look. Flynn Theory. Weekly videos diving into TV shows and crazy theories.
Jealousy too far.
Do whatever it takes.
To almost killing her brother.
Oh my god.
Here are 10 moments Lisa acted dumb. Starting off with Lisa the vegetarian.
If you can watch that kind of content, power to you, but I think like being hungover in bed, I would actually still not watch that. Usually, if I'm hungover, I'll probably just watch something like Kill Count.
And you might look at this and you say, oh, well, that's just, it's harmless. And it is.
Watch Mojo. Yeah, I was getting that vibe.
You see,
dude, it's like sometimes I get really self-conscious about slop content, right? Because it is slop. And I think, okay, this is pretty bad. But then I see stuff like that, and it's like, oh my god, I actually forgot how deep the ocean of garbage is on YouTube.
Beat up Stewie Griffin, and it says
5 YouTubers who've sworn
worse than you realize. This one is actually a bit more vague. This one is about Stewie Griffin's worst ever moments. And you know what? This one actually does the thumbnail thing better, and it shows in the views because it includes more whoa in the thumbnail and oh in the title. It's not being redundant of what it's talking about. It actually adds a little something spicier. Why is Stewie Griffin beat up and it says worse than you realized? Well, I guess I'll have to look at the title. Oh, it's Stewie Griffin's worst ever moment.
Dude, someone needs to do a video of like Family Guy, and they just call it like the best TV show you haven't seen. Just bait people out. They should have one of Breaking Bad, and it's like the best TV show you've never heard of.
It's still a bit vague. Like, is he still getting beat up? Like, when they say worst ever moments, is it bad things Stewie has done, or is it bad things done to him? I'm still not really sure. I'm not gonna watch the video. You can watch it.
It's not.
Hey, Family Guy. Okay, you're making me pull it out. Hey, Family Guy. I got a manicotti in the oven. Hey, Family Guy.
Bruh.
You Pyro dresses up as a woman for the 10. Where is it again?
And Italy before pasta.
Where is it?
Illest people.
Hey, Family Guy. You're lucky.
Why is it so low quality? Why is it so low quality? A Family Guy. Right, let's steal this one.
That's actually super sweet for helping your parents out. My main goal for why I wanna make a lot of money is to help my parents out, and you done that. Good on you, man. Less than 3.
Thank you, Neat Baby, for the 10. I mean, if you are a neat, by the way, from that dono, I am literally a neat as well. I just get paid a bit more. And not by the government. By a corporate overlord.
Hey, Family Guy. You're lucky I got a manigot in the oven. Alright, bash your face into a
Hey,
bolognese.
Pyro. Just wanna
That's
say
2
Darkwood
kinds of
was
food.
amazing. Just wondering if you'd be playing the Silent Hill 2 remake on /off stream.
I won't be able to, Cringe. Not on the day it comes out, because I'll be traveling to Australia.
Hey, Family Guy.
It's his hand shaking as well. Hey, Family Guy.
Not until they're facing off that you realize just how much one show copied from the other. And I'm not brave enough to add fuel to the fire.
Whenever you see a Sopranos TikTok, by the way, the top comment will always be someone saying fiber optic cable or hey Family Guy.
And say which one did which.
But truthfully, the average person looks at these thumbnails and they say, okay, what's the fucking issue? And that's where...
You know, there was an achievement in Zoocosis called Family Guy. Like, unironically, there's a hidden achievement called Family Guy. I looked in the files. And then I just started spamming on the Discord server the clip of Paulie saying, hey, Family Guy.
You come in. That's right. The average person. That's where you come in about these thumbnails. Because let's take a second to think, you and I. I just told you how to make these thumbnails. They're ridiculously easy to make. You can make them right now if you wanted to. White backdrop, Arial text, some cartoon characters, PNG. You already got it. But personally for me, I care about a good...
It really does stand out though, because a lot of people, like, they're on their phone or they're in bed, like watching YouTube on their TV, and it's like you see a bright white thumbnail. It's like, ooh, attention grabbing.
Viewing it.
I mean, I did it with Darkwood. I had a white background because I noticed all the Darkwood video essays were like very dark. Lamau. I mean, like, that's a dark one. That's a dark one. That's a dark one. There was more than that. Oh yeah, that one as well by Ragnarok. So that's a really good one. That's a really good one. But yeah, I noticed, I mean, we just stole that. I mean, we didn't steal it. Like, the character is drawn. We drew the character. I commissioned a fat artist to do it all. But yeah.
Experience on YouTube.
Hey, Family Guy.
And when you look at some of these thumbnails, it's pretty easy to just click on it.
Whitewood. KSI music.
And kind of...
You should have done the white thumbnail and title it Brightwood.
Shut your brain off and watch it.
I was going to call it Brapwood. I was pretty close to.
But if you care enough about the quality of content you're watching, you can at least look at this right now and you say, oh, and then you can find something else to watch in the background, like me or David Achu.
I could not watch that as background music, bro. I could not.
He's doing a good job. He's the
I think the only YouTube videos I watch when I'm not reacting on stream are like, I think it's like just music that I put in the background when I'm recording videos. Like whenever I record a slot video, I always listen to like Skyrim music in the background because I can't record a video like in pure silence.
And I put up a fucking green screen, whatever this is. I think he's killing it, and the thumbnails represent the quality of his content, in my opinion. I put some thumbtacks on the wall. It cost me only about $2. Wow, $2 green screen, incredible. I don't know how it's going to look in post though. Another thing I want to talk...
Screen, ring, pen, king. What did he mean by that?
I don't have that relationship with my parents, and today's my birthday, and honestly, it's always awkward to hear them congratulating me. It never feels genuine, rather, more contempt from them. I never was valued, I was demanded to be perfect.
Damn. Sorry, I'm pausing because I thought there was another dono coming in. Thank you, Doomver, for the 10. I mean, maybe they do appreciate you. Maybe it's just like you can't take, like, you know, like when your parents or like family compliment you and you just feel a little bit awkward, like a little bit weird, like you can't process it properly. Maybe it's one of those. I don't know. But obviously I don't know your family situation at all. And obviously if your parents demand you to be perfect, I mean, I know, like me, for example, my parents would not let me do YouTube until they saw the paycheck from me. When they saw that paycheck, they were like, okay, no, you can do it. Because they kept wanting me to do like other courses and, you know, jump into all this other like academic stuff. And it's not that they were trying to fuck me over for no reason. They genuinely thought that they did not, because they're boomers, they did not understand that you could make money online. They didn't understand it. They didn't understand that it was a concept. And I don't blame them. I really don't. Because there's that huge gap.
Talk about with these thumbnails though is that they can have a very, very high
Oh shit, I didn't even say happy birthday, man. Hope you have a good birthday. Definitely.
Emotional tugging of the heartstrings. And by that, I mean this is my opportunity to complain about police body cam.
Dude, these do so well. It's actually crazy. Look at those views. Those views are absolutely insane.
Videos. Mainly just because one really...
Even when I reacted to JCS videos, they were like some of the highest amount of views I got on the Slop channel.
A really good channel decided to make videos one day. And once they slowed down making videos...
YouTube as a job has only been a real thing for little more than a decade. It's a surprisingly new industry. Oh no, definitely. Definitely.
Videos, certain people realized, oh wait, we can make these...
It's weird though, isn't it? How, I mean, you're right. It's only been...
You should watch the new Ruben Sim video where he makes a system to get ERP accounts banned.
Thank you, Kanye, for the 10. Holy boast. Yeah, there's so much degeneracy in Roblox, eh? What were you saying? Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's only really been like a job for the past decade, but already it's becoming so like systemized, right? Like with all these like big corporate channels and stuff.
Videos, except they're just content farms again. But it's a shame because
I wonder how they work with those body cam videos. Surely you just get all these YouTubers that like DM or like they go into their local police office and just beg them to release the footage so they can use it. It's only been 10 years and you already have streamers streaming with Donald Trump. Yeah, exactly.
Right, these were actually really effective thumbnails, and to this day, they're some of the most effective thumbnails for true crime on YouTube. Unfortunately, YouTube treated JCS the way they did, so they don't really make videos anymore, but they still have a legacy, and they had a style.
I know for a fact that like all the other channels were celebrating when JCS got bumped off because that was like the biggest competition they had.
Of thumbnail. They had the criminal in one area and then text on the other, you know, adding context. For example, this thumbnail, very intriguing thumbnail, might I add.
Who is it? Isn't it Explore With Us? Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, these guys were fucking set. They were popping champagne when JCS quit, guaranteed. Because they're like the biggest I mean, look at those views, man. That's crazy. They literally just yoinked from JCS and then they actually took over. It's mental. I think that's one reason why JCS was so respected as well, because they just went like, what the fuck? They went like so long between each upload. I mean, look at that. A year, 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, they only uploaded like a couple times a year. Yeah, their videos were absolutely rock solid. But that's what happens. Like, when you get big off doing something in particular, you will always have copycats. You'll have people that watch the content and enjoy it, but then you'll get those people that are like, no, that's not enough for me. Like, I want to be you. Like, that's not enough.
The low quality camera giving an ominous aura with a smile that looks haunting, with the text that says all my boyfriends are still alive. Ooh, something's amiss here. I don't trust that face with that sentence. But also in general, anything that looks like it was accidentally recorded or just kind of like a bird's eye view of a recording, those are like extremely popular thumbnails on YouTube. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's just kind of catching something in the action is very appealing to people, especially if it's something bad that happened on accident. And the title, Wrath of Jody. There's still a lot of intrigue here, actually. It's just vague enough that you know something bad happened and it involves a woman named Jody, but what? Something with a boyfriend? Probably. But it just leaves enough so that you want to say, oh, did something die? I want to know about that. Did someone get murdered? The answer is yes, someone did get murdered, and someone's dead. And it's her fault. But honestly, in hindsight, this thumbnail annoys me. And
Jody was the one who got the assassin, right? The assassin that was actually an undercover cop.
It's to no fault of this thumbnail's own. It's because of what it's created on accident. There are so many channels that have ripped off this specific format. I don't want to get too deep into this, but I just hate how blatant these are most of the time. Wrath of Jody, it didn't tell you everything, but it made you connect the dots by watching the video. However, with these plethora of...
I think the problem is as well, because JCS was so huge, they didn't really have any competition because their videos were getting over 20 mil a video, right? Like 10, 20 mil. And now because there's so much competition, because all the little rats are like trying to find like the leftovers, because JCS is gone, they have to keep one-upping each other. So JCS was allowed to have that breathing room to create intrigue, to create like a question. But now, because there's so many of these police cam channels, it has to be something like super attention grabbing. Like, you know, it's like, you know, Wrath of Jody, you know, that one there, like Sarah literally thinks she's going home later, total accident. And then it's, you're not 13. Like, I guarantee you, holy shit, can we get on
format. I don't want to get too deep into this, but I just hate how...
I guarantee you, at no point in the video, at no singular point, does this guy ever say, you're not 13. Ever. I have never seen a predator sting in my life where the predator is surprised that they're older and disappointed on camera. Like, that's not a thing. That never happens. I mean, that bit where with Sarah... total accident. I watched that video. She literally says it was a total accident. So they're just taking stuff that doesn't even happen in the video to sensationalize it because there's so much competition. And if you're not doing that, then you're losing because someone else is doing that. Thank you, Andreas, for the 5.
I hate how blatant these are most of...
Why not make a change of pace and make a main channel content on someone like Alexander McQueen? Who's that? Why would I care? I'm 24 and balding. Oh, it's over. Who's Alexander McQueen? Oh, that's the guy that killed himself, right? The fashion designer, the gay fashion designer?
Hey Pyro, did you know that Platform 2 got out today? Do watch it someday. It's more unhinged than the first one.
Yeah, Alexander McQueen. He was a gay fashion designer. He killed himself in his hotel room, I think. I don't know why you would think I'd want to make a video on that though. Like, I do video games and stuff on the main channel. Yeah, I know Platform 2's out though. Thank you, Stanley, for the 15.
At the time, or Wrath of Jody, it didn't tell you everything, but it made you connect the dots by watching the video. However, with these plethora of channels rising, you have something like this. Okay, with something like this, I understand that it's very pulling. Again, you're having something caught in the moment of action. And I don't fully know the psychology of why that works as well as it does for these people. That's a very big whoa. I mean, what escape? Did she escape? Who knows? And then you see the title, When Evil Parents Realize They've Been Caught. Very good puzzle.
Isn't it crazy that like the police are doing their job and then they've got like a bunch of YouTube channels that are basically the equivalent of TMZ, like stealing it, repurposing it, and then adding their watermark all over the footage that isn't even theirs?
Connection.
I don't know, there's something really messed up about that. I don't like how they add their watermark. They obviously have a scout that messages police officers to get footage. Absolutely. They don't just find it on YouTube. But JCS didn't watermark their videos in such an obnoxious way if they did it all.
Right there. And I mean, if you're interested in true crime stuff, this is a pretty fine video to watch, I assume. You know, it has police body cam footage and stuff. However, it's really easy to manipulate these
I can't touch her. Yeah, that was... Look at this soy face here. Look at this soy face. Yeah, that was not a line of dialogue said in that video.
Not put what's in the thumbnail in the video.
The worst I've seen is this thumbnail where they just make up a scenario that never happened. This guy never says this. And he's not hijacking a plane. He was on a train.
What I'm saying is that these things get really lazy really fast, and a lot lazier than you might think. Moments evil teachers realize they've been caught. And again, my disappointment comes from the lack of care put into these thumbnails compared to the original inspiration. Especially with something like JCS. I mean, if you're gonna borrow from them, can you be better than this? Please? You're not going to.
When parents realized cops shot their children, Dad realizes his daughter is actually the killer.
This is a nationwide emergency.
My fellow Australians, if you ever meet Pyro at PAX, do please bring your barber. His hair needs fixing and hopefully it's not beyond help.
Thank you, Trill Saber, for the 10.
But, you know, I could be hopeful, maybe. Or here's a trend of thumbnails. As far as I'm concerned, this is a fucking robot making these videos.
Celebrities being disrespected by Ellen. Are you stupid?
So I don't give a fuck about being mean to them. I fucking hate this. Specifically, I want to pull up 3 thumbnails of this channel. The Are You Stupid one?
God, I thought I made bad content, man. There's always a bigger fish.
The Are You Stupid one, and most important...
Are you stupid? Are you stupid or something?
The Are You Stupid one. These thumbnails are uninspired, not creative at all, just very...
Okay, let me look at one of these videos. I want to see how bad they are.
Give a fuck about being mean to them. I fucking good one.
Celebrities shutting down disrespectful interviewers. That's 17 minutes long. So they're going to play out the whole interview and drag it out. Or... Oh, damn.
Own portrait as well. Look at the beefy...
I am beefy.
Dude, this game was so good, though. Oh my god.
Yes,
Everyone is so strong.
A lot of people have
Dude, that was like my favorite game growing up, man. That was so cool.
asked if they can change the beefy form. And
Damn, it's like 60 FPS as well.
so you'll be able to make that for your character.
Yep.
Too, along with the back-off barbarian form of your character.
Yep.
Oh my god. Actual goated game. Goated game. It's cracked. It's peak. It is peak. Celebrities shutting down disrespectful... Okay, let's see what we got. It's the same account as well. Your go-to source for pop culture's most talked about moments. Actual shell company. Alright, what's the most popular? Yep.
Sometimes, celebrities just have to put rude interviewers in their place, like when Matthew McConaughey had a tense face-off with Joy Behar after she interrupted him just to insult his close personal friend, tennis champion Novak Djokovic.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell he enjoys his job. Yeah, he absolutely enjoys his job. Jesus.
No, I'm not silly.
Can I... Did they credit whoever narrated this? I think he needs to talk to somebody. He doesn't sound very good. No, just brand deals. Actual corporate Andy.
Are you going beyond Cold Ones again? Better question, are you going to kiss Chad Cold One's views when you go to Australia?
50 followers. 50 followers.
Silly
man in a checkered shirt.
I am not. Wow.
This interview has not aged well, as Fox has since openly addressed her experiences with objectification in Hollywood.
So now I think you're flirting with me. I'm kidding.
God. You could be doing... You know, like when you see those TikToks about like bed rotting and stuff and how you're wasting your life? You're not wasting your life consuming content, but you are wasting your life watching content like this. Jesus.
The Are You Stupid one, and most importantly, the Are You Stupid one. These thumbnails are
Am I going on Cold Ones again? There's no plans to. I'm gonna see Chad, but there's no plans for a video or anything like that.
Inspired, not creative.
I might vlog when I'm over there. I haven't actually vlogged in like... I don't think I've ever vlogged before. Oh god, I'd be so awkward vlogging, man, I swear.
That all just very disappointing to the eyes. And guess what the titles are? Celebrities shutting down disrespectful interviewers. Celebrities flipping out at disrespectful interviewers. Rock stars flipping out at, you guessed it, disrespectful interviewers. And then there's this one with Joe Rogan that's just Joe Rogan interviews.
Oh, thank you. Name can't be blank for the 10. As the lesbian had enough sleep? Yeah, I actually got enough sleep. I got like 7 hours. Not optimal, but enough.
It's gone wrong, but he also just says, are you stupid? Clearly, they have found their formula for success.
But if you thought that clip was cringe-inducing, just wait until you see how Hardy handled another disrespectful interviewer in this next painfully awkward segment.
Dude, someone needs to call his family, man. That's not good. He does not know. Someone's got to... We need to find this man and we need his family contacted. We need to make sure that he's home safe and sound. That's not good, man. That's the same kind of voice the Joker makes before he blows up like half of Gotham.
I have a question for Tom Hardy.
That's not good, man.
I'll preface my remarks by saying that I have 5 sisters, a wife.
But I think what pisses me off the most is...
It's an AI voice. Dude, get that fucking AI voice from Cetraline or something there, man. Jesus.
It's just the actual faces in the thumbnail. As far as I'm concerned, these interviews probably did go a little bit south, but you can tell from the faces of these thumbnails, it's just a candid shot. I am pretty much sure this woman is just talking and they screenshot her while talking. I guarantee you she's not taken aback by being asked if she's stupid. And you know what? I can be reaffirmed in that because of this. This is not Jimmy Kimmel giving an interview right now. He is clearly giving a monologue based off the backdrop. And you know what? Quite frankly, that just pisses me off when you have to manipulate the whoa in your video. And not even in a way...
To be fair, though, in their defense, if you're watching celebrities having meltdowns and interruptions, like, you deserve to be given absolute slop. Like, who is watching that, bro?
That increases the excitement of what you're about to watch. It's just blatant misinformation. Did Mike Tyson call James Corden stupid? I could see that being a reality, but quite frankly... fuck this. And again, I haven't watched these videos because these thumbnails failed to do the exact thing they're supposed to do, which is make me click on it.
The AI voice is begging for help. He was literally like in a drunken stupor and TikTok accent. It was horrible.
I don't want to click on that. I think it sucks. I think it's a little stinky.
Dude, he looks like the guy from The Bear. Yeah, she looks like the guy from The Bear. I just realized. He does look a little bit like him. Actually, not too much. Maybe from like a side profile or something. It's kind of there. Maybe if he starts mewing, maybe.
And I'm just gonna show a couple more thumbnails from this channel because it's kind of fucking fun.
They're asking for a grilled cheese screaming. Me when someone ordered food in my restaurant.
This is their second most popular video, and this is the second thumbnail they used with Gene Simmons in it for some reason. Aren't these thumbnails just the coolest? I like them so much. Don't they make you like want to learn more about the world and like be a happier person and shit?
I would love to spend millions of dollars to find the people that run these YouTube accounts, because I guarantee they are the most like NPCs imaginable.
In conclusion, thumbnails, they're very important to the video, they're very great for the video, but they can just kind of be abused. But if you want to make your own videos, just remember the whoa and the oh. Honestly, it's a theory I'm still trying to apply myself. For example, I made a thumbnail about Starbomb. It became my lowest performing video, so I changed it to a direct copy of Chupo's thumbnail, and it's still my lowest performing, but holy shit, this thumbnail did way better. When I look at this thumbnail,
Wait, he checks his analytics. I don't do that.
Got a bunch of Starbomb stills, but when you look at this thumbnail, it's not really whoa. It's not really whoa at all. But just be able to identify the signs that can tell you this thumbnail is going to be a lot lazier than you probably anticipated.
He looks like Shia LaBeouf. Nah.
Thumbnail and title telling you the exact same thing? I admit my...
Shia LaBeouf be like, stop ordering pizzas to my house, you're not getting the flag.
Thumbnail theory, it's not perfect, but I do use this as a learning experience for myself as well. But you know what, because of this, I also learned what can make for a slightly better thumbnail than just, you know, lying. Like again, there's no perfect thumbnail theory, but you can use a couple fundamentals to make your own style of a thumbnail. So if you want to make a good thumbnail, don't be too derivative and rip off people. That's what this video is about. Just don't rip off people. Okay, bye.
That was a good video. I enjoyed that. That's the...
When is the next members stream?
I should make it members only now. Kick all the poor people out. Yeah, check out that channel though. A Heart of Nomad. Yeah, I enjoyed that video. I think some of the points he kind of missed, but most of it was like very solid, especially for such a small YouTuber as well. What else we got? Why does every YouTuber use this song? Okay, this could actually be interesting.
If you watch a lot of YouTube, you've probably heard this song.
I hate this song so much. I hate it. It's been used too much, bro. We gotta stop using... What is it? Isabel? No. Isabel's the dog. It's the two hedgehogs in Animal Crossing. The Sable sisters. It's their music. It's used too much, man. I'll be honest. I'm honestly... I'm about to call Nintendo and snitch on Ludwig and all the Wholesome Chunga streamers that they keep using that music. I'm about to get everyone copyright claimed.
It's really popular on gaming channels and gaming adjacent content, especially those with commentary like storytelling.
It's Tommy in it and Ludwig use it so much. I didn't know Jaden used it, to be fair.
Tier lists or Q&As. The song is the Able Sisters theme.
Thank you, Name, for the $10. Good to hear. 7 hours is better than 5. Also, chat calling me gay for asking about the lesbian wellness, as if we ain't all gay here. Yeah, you guys are gay. I'm not.
From
you guys are weird. You're very gay.
Animal Crossing City Folk. But why is this specific song from a game released back in 2008 so popular? I see a few reasons. The first is it's a trend. YouTubers love to copy each other.
That's not real. That's not real. Oh my god. What? Nah, that's bait, right? There's no way it's that obvious. You're trolling. Oh god. Who did it first? Who did it first?
We're about to trust fall into 50.
I already have AIDS. I think I watched
We're about to trust fall into 50.
Yeah, I watched 1 second. I watched 1 second of that video. I already contracted AIDS through the screen. That came out the 25th of April.
Today we're about...
And this came out March. So Danji did it first, and then Brent Riviera copied it. I mean, that's not surprising. He's always been known for yoinking. And then Unspeakable. I have no idea who this gentleman is. The only thing I know about this guy is he made a breakup video crying on camera. That's it. That's all I know about him.
Trust fall into 50 mystery pools filled with nasty stuff. Oh! Go! Oh! 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 All right, so today I have a very...
Dude, if you put on like a Brent Riviera video on a Try Not to Laugh challenge, I'd be struggling. I'd be struggling. Damn, he's still pulling views though. Exposed the world's most evil babysitters.
Today, I'm exposing the world's most evil babysitters. These babysitters are so evil, they're banned from literally every website. So,
right, let's look at the comments. Let's determine the age. Done. Done, but I'm in another country. Done. 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 My name is Marcus.
Son's birthday.
We'll make sure that Marcus has the best birthday ever.
And he had to let the whole world know that his name was also Marcus. They're actually 7. They're actually these guys are actually 7 years old. God. It is funny because you do reach a ceiling in YouTube. It's like if you want to get these kinds of views, you have to appeal to kids. There's no way you can't. I will never be this successful. Never ever in my life. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because like you have to basically just do goo goo gaga. My name Jeff.
Love to copy each other. It's hard to say who was the first to use it, but
my name is Marcus. That was probably his first actual like words on an iPad as well.
Once one video,
like his mom was teaching him to spell. Can you say your name, son? My name Marcus.
Video does well using it. Other people are gonna come around and copy it. I'm not judging here. I like.
How much to watch a full Brent Riviera video? $1,000. $1,000 and I'll watch a whole video uninterrupted. I know no one's gonna pull that out. No one's gonna pull that out. That's my offer. That's my offer.
I like the song and I use it in my videos too. But the fact that so many people use it means it's already a familiar song. Viewers already recognize the song. The video feels more approachable. But also Nintendo doesn't put music from their games in YouTube's Content ID system. So YouTubers can still use a popular song without worrying about copyright. But finally, and most importantly, I think this song's very...
I thought Nintendo always kind of yoinked songs though. Like if you use Nintendo music, that's why we stay away from it. I purposely stay away from Nintendo music all the time.
Popular because it's actually great background music for
Crypto Whales. Where you at? Yeah, the offer's $1,000 USD, and I'll do it.
And I want to show you why. This song
that will balance it out. That'll make it okay.
Is very loopable, which is great if you're using it as background music. It does this with a lot of variety in a short amount of time. One way it adds variety is by changing keys in the
Dude, I'll be honest, if you want good music, just use like PlayStation music, dude. Legit, like Ratchet and Clank. Like Ratchet and Clank is super good. I've been using this a lot. Time Splitters as well, like that's really good. Like, there's so much good music you can use. Like, just old video game music. Always.
Middle of the song. Here's the chorus to the song transposed to C major, so it's easier for everyone to understand. The A section...
Spyro? I've actually been copyright claimed a couple of times because of Spyro now. By Kevin... No, not Kevin MacLeod. I forget who.
Section is 4 chords. D minor 7, G7, C major 7.
What about the bully music? Actually, the bully music does go kind of hard, though.
7 and A minor. In the key of C, this is the 2, 5, 1, and the 6 of the scale. And then in the
police drummer dude. Yeah, that's right. He was a drummer in Le Police, the band.
B section, we transpose all this up.
I'm currently under Pyro's desk. He's not wearing any socks right now, so I've got his hairy, sweaty feet in my face. Seriously, it's like a swamp smell. This is so holy chungus epic.
You know, I'm actually not... Wait. I'm actually not wearing anything either. Is there a guy under my desk? Yeah, it's a little bit... It's a little bit creepy, if I do say so myself. Clip farming? Well, that was the laziest clip farm I've ever seen.
To the 5th scale degree, 7 semitones up. We're playing the same progression of the 2, 5, 1, but now in G major. That's A minor 7, D7, G major 7, and
Speaking
B
of
flat
Nintendo,
diminished.
Did you hear about the creator of the Ujinx Switch emulator being hunted down by Nintendo in Brazil to cease development? They've been super autistic clamping down on emulators.
That doesn't surprise me, that really doesn't. But I haven't heard of that about that.
This time it's a new chord. It works here because it's a semitone or half step above the target chord, the next chord, A minor.
Pyro, we all just saw your left nut. Looks inflamed and unhealthy.
What? What are you saying? Ludwig and Schlatt made a copyright-free music. Ah, that's right. Yeah, do you guys remember when Ludwig and Schlatt made like their own channel, like a copyright-free music channel? Hang on. Yeah, Lud and Schlatt's Musical Emporium. They commissioned like an orchestra to make music, and then they never ended up using any of it. So this is all like copyright-free music that's made to sound like Animal Crossing, but they actually hired an orchestra. I genuinely think they used this because they had to pay a bit more tax that year, and if they spent just enough money, they'd be in a lower threshold. That's my game theory, but I mean, it's pretty good music, to be fair, though. It sounds terrible. Okay, come on, be nice.
Hey Pyro. Today is my birthday and I turned 20. I've been playing Black Ops 3 Zombies and watching your streams at the same time because I have autism. I'm currently on round 54 on Gorod Krovi. Keep up the good work. Mum, get the camera.
Thank you, Subalex, for the 10. Happy 20th birthday, man. Hope you have a good one. You know what's funny? I keep seeing these posts online of like kids having Minecraft cakes, and people are like, this is so cringe. And it's like, he's just a kid living his life, bro. Leave him alone.
We start with the 2-5 again, and then prepare to return to C major with the 2-5 in C, which is D minor and G. Another way this song has variety is with rhythm.
Oh, he uses them in YouTube Shorts? Ah, so he is getting a use out of them. Yeah, fair enough.
The style of this song is similar to a polka, but it's in 4/4. Polka is a type of Bohemian folk music from the 1800s that spread to Europe.
The only thing I know about Bohemia is armor.
Latin America, and parts of the US with immigrants from Central Europe like the Upper Midwest and Eastern Texas. The common instruments in polka are accordion, brass instruments, trumpet, tuba, trombone, and woodwinds like clarinet and saxophone. The distinct sound of the polka is the 2-beat oompa rhythm. It's a similar rhythm to a waltz, which is the 3-beat
oompa. And if so, when?
I don't think I've got enough muscle to do a workout stream. Honestly, I don't think I'm strong enough. I'd be too embarrassed. I'm a little bit shy. If I did one, I mean, I could do one in Australia maybe. Why are you laughing? I'm laughing because there's this video that was like, it just came into... Do you ever get random videos that just come into your head? There's this guy called Synthetic Man, and he's like, you know, just attacking every game imaginable. And then I watched his video on Dead Rising, and he said that the main character... He said that one of the people in the beginning, in the opening cutscene, had a man face. Where is it? It's actually... I'm not joking you when I say, like, it's lived rent-free in my head. Does it... Can you see it anywhere here? Oh, please tell me I can find it. I don't know why, it just absolutely killed me. If it takes too long to find it, I'm just gonna have to leave it. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? He said man face. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this line, it killed me, bro.
Half upgrade, half downgrade is a lot of the character models. Neobards did a pretty good job making a lot of the characters look just as goofy as they did in the original. And shockingly enough, the women were not butchered for the most part. The mother who gets attacked by zombies in the original is fucked up. She absolutely has a man face. But
But this song's rhythm is pa pa
It's just such a non-criticism, man. I'm not even farming. Oh, it's just such. Like he was criticizing the game, and it was like the first thing he brought up as a negative. I was okay. Right, we're not turning it into a no seat on that bike bit.
As far as I know, there's no name for this. The feel and the instruments used in the song seems very polka, so I call this like a 4-beat polka rhythm. I just made up that term. Bringing it back to variety, the song starts with this 4-beat polka rhythm, and in the B section it changes to the traditional 2-beat polka umpa rhythm.
I played Majora's Mask for the first time a couple months ago. That's got similar music, but that game is actually goated. When I played Majora's Mask, I was like, I get it now. I get why Nintendies suck off their overlords. I get it. I actually get it now.
Another way the song has variety is with melody instruments. The A section melody is a clarinet, and the B section is an accordion. So the song is loopable, but the song is also good background music because it has a definite mood. Music is like a story enhancer because it helps set the emotion of the clip. Songs that have a really defined emotion to them are more helpful to an editor and are going to be used more often. In this song, you've got the polka elements, which make it playful and whimsical, almost similar to carnival music, and the space in it gives it a real zoned out feeling. Another reason the song is good background music is because it doesn't draw attention. The song is relatively empty.
Play the Joker, why so serious edit, thank you.
I'm not playing that. That's not funny, but thank you for the 10.
There's open space in both melodies. There's so much space here to add stuff, but I think it's intentionally left blank. The chords are short notes, they're not held out, and there's not many layers. There's only 3 or 4 instruments depending on how you count them. But a big reason it doesn't draw attention.
I don't like Nintendo, but every game they've made, they do unfortunately have banging music.
Is because it's well mixed. A big thing that can go wrong is having an inconsistent volume level. Usually it's a percussion or melody instrument that's way too loud. Here's 3 songs I wanted to use in my own videos, but I couldn't because they all had this issue.
Actually, this reminded me of Jaden Animation. Hang on.
A mixing tip that works really well to fix this is mixing to noise. If you pull up a white noise generator or even another YouTube video and you turn your music down a lot, maybe 30 dB, listen to what sounds stick out over the noise because those are probably too loud.
I skipped your dono? No, I didn't. It didn't play for some reason. I could try and replay it. Let me try.
Pyro, you utter fuck up, you literal slop-filled inflated failure. You were meant to play Funger. Now get your inflated ass back in the depths so we can laugh at your save scumming PS. We don't hate you. We just like to laugh at your triple chins.
Have you heard Joshua Block's new cover song Forever Drunk? Very deep and inspiring.
I think I'm turning the TTS off today.
Now that we broke it all down, let's build it back up.
It's like he cries about me not playing the dono. I play it, and then it's just a barrage of insulting.
The elements that make the Able Sisters song so great, the variety, arrangement, playful mood, and the empty space. What if we took all those elements and made something new? This is what I did. I made a new chord progression and melodies, but kept the arrangement, playful mood, and used similar polka patterns and instruments. Here's the chord breakdown. We're in C major. The A section is 4 chords, C, A minor, D minor, G7, or the 1-6-2-5, with the G augmented 7 as a passing chord. I wrote this in Roman numerals. That's the way they teach it in school. You can include more information this way rather than using digits. The B section is in G major. We transpose it up to the 5th of the scale, or 7 semitones up. Just like before, this is the 1-6-2-5, G, E minor, A minor, D7.
As someone that knows nothing about reading music, I definitely understand what he's saying right now.
The second line is different. It goes 1 to the major 6, which is a borrowed chord. Then we transition back to C major with an A flat major.
A minor! Minor!
Major 7 to G7 cadence. This isn't anything new. It's just a 2-5-1 cadence and
it's a music joke. I don't get it.
Disguise. Instead of using D minor 7, you can go a tritone up or 6 semitones and build a chord there. I'm using A flat major 7. I think a dominant would work here too. Here's the project file in Ableton. I'm going to play a little bit.
Okay, it could be a banger. Wait, I got a better one. Wait, I got, hang on. Right, I'll play what I've made on the tempo afterwards. Hang on. I wish I could do more gags of music, man. I can't even play it because the stream will get taken down.
I chose instruments that have like a new retro vibe of like a Wii or GameCube game. These are all sounds from my pack. This preset is called Brass Castle. And then the bass one, I have a preset called Tuba Castle. I've got a clarinet in there. I called it Clarinet Mush.
I'd love some Animal Crossing music and it just instantly cuts to Bladey.
Shroom. My lead sound called Lead Accordion.
Oh, yeah, I saw this meme that Young Lean made earlier today. Hang on. Okay.
I need Subway Surfers gameplay, literally unwatchable.
Can someone actually tell me what this video is here? Hang on. Okay, any Swedes in the chat, any Swedish people, can you please translate what he's saying here?
Hey, inte så här Jonte. Kolla, tja Jonte.
Can someone translate what he's saying?
Hey, inte så här Jonte. Kolla, tja Jonte.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I have no idea what he's saying. Wait, apparently, aren't you in love with Jonte? Don't look, hello Jonte. Wait, there's another one.
Vad gjorde du igår kväll Jonte? Jag knullade din morsa. Eller att vi har samma morsa.
Dude, Young Lean made TikToks? No, these would be Vines.
Vad gjorde du igår kväll Jonte? Jag knullade din morsa. Eller att vi har samma morsa.
I don't get it. I actually don't get it. I don't get it.
Hey Pyro, I watched one of your recent slop videos and I saw you mentioned you might make a Roblox pressure video. Are you still considering it?
Definitely not against it. Eventually.
And then the string sound. I have like 9 string sounds in this pack. This is one of my favorites. I called it String Full. Strings are definitely one of the hardest sounds to recreate, so it took a while to make, but I'm really glad that I did it because I think it really fits that vibe. Something you can do to make your melodies more interesting is add in ornamentation. These are notes that aren't essential to the melody, but...
Okay, I'm probably going to leave the video here because it's getting very music focused. And I don't really know too much about music, honestly. But that is a good video. Yeah, I feel like I got clickbaited a little bit. I don't know, because I felt like it was answering the question as to why, but then he kind of like went into making his own music for half the video, which isn't what I clicked on for. But it's still a good video.
Have you ever found...
What else we got? Simplify your gaming life. What the hell is this one? Okay, let's give it a watch. Will this be some Doomer stuff? I hope not.
Have you ever found yourself playing a game that you're not really
You missed my mention of 5 months sponsorship in chat. I'm very sorry, Brokey. Thank you for the 5 months.
Enjoying. I've been there. I've been there for a long time. I've been locked into loops playing games that I didn't really love. I was just kind of doing it to stay up to date, to play the new event.
I don't play new games anymore. So brave. Like, Warhammer came out. I never played that. I mean, look, the only game I played today, this is fucking peak, by the way. I'm going to stream this at some point. This game is actual peak. It's so good. Remember when I streamed the original and everyone lied in chat? That was funny. Yeah, the only thing I played today was Overwatch 2, because like I recorded one slot video for an hour and a half, and then I needed like a break, so I played like one game of Overwatch, and then I just recorded the other slop, because we're trying to build up a catalog for when I'm away. So when I'm sleeping on the plane, we can still get videos out.
I'm doing it because friends
play Spider-Man. I bought it on PC, and I just never played it, like a moron. Thank you, Crimson, for the 27 months. 2 years, bro. Thank you. What's your favorite part of the Darkwood video? The IRL stuff. The IRL stuff. And then whenever I got updates from the team about the animation, you know what I did? I put my feet up and I went, ooh! I was so excited. Yeah, it was definitely... I think the IRL stuff outside was the best bit about that, the most interactive bit. I nearly got frostbite out there. I know that sounds like a cope. It was only like -6. It wasn't that cold. But my hands, because the main character's hands are wrapped in bandages. Hang on. The main character's hands are wrapped in bandages, so I wanted to do the exact same thing. Let's see. It's got to be fucking... Oh, I forgot. Why'd you make the video so long, man? I can't see where I'm looking. Yeah, there you go. So, my hands, you can see how red they are, right? But, like, yeah, it was -6. And my hands were freezing, but I couldn't wear gloves because the protagonist wears bandages on his hands. So, I was filming for, like, 4 hours straight, and then when we went in... Also, my girlfriend was holding...
Hey, Pyro. Have you heard of the first...
My girlfriend was holding the camera the entire time. We had 2 cameras. We had one stationary and then one that she was holding. So shout outs to her as well, massively.
Hey, Pyro. Have you heard of the first-person shooter game called Call of Duty?
No.
I was wondering if you can make a main channel video on Black Ops for the Nintendo DS. If you do, I'll give you $11.
Thank you, Brian, for the 10. I haven't actually heard of Call of Duty, but I could look into it.
We're playing it. That's not bad, but so much of modern...
Darkwood, not Mount Everest. Why is there snow? There's no snow in Darkwood. I just thought it looked cool, and I was in Sweden at the time in January, and it was snowing, so I just thought, yeah, fuck it, it looks cooler. Let's do it.
Gaming. Honestly.
Because no woods you go into actually look evil, like Darkwood, so the snow actually looked better.
Modern life and modern technology has a way of trapping us in cycles. And these cycles honestly turn into this like mindless consumption. Endless live service games are out there.
I think what helped me snap out of like playing competitive games and like wasting my time playing video games is like, I know this sounds really like nihilistic, right? But it's like, if I'm not making money, I'm wasting my time. That's why I stopped using Twitter. If I'm not making money, if it's not helping me make money to secure my future, it's pointless. I'm not saying that that applies to everything. Like, don't help someone else out because you're not helping yourself out. I'm not saying that at all. But I just mean, like, that's a good way to look at it, to change your mind view on it. You know, because I used to waste all my time playing video games. I remember...
Shit on that thing. Time boy gooning my legendary member.
Talk to her. Thank you for the 10. Legendary Member's a cracked song. Yeah, I remember talking to PewDiePie about this, and I said to him, like, what would you do if you weren't doing YouTube videos? And he said to me, I'd just be playing PUBG all day. I wouldn't be doing anything. This was like 6 years ago, though, like ages ago.
There are so many repetitive grinds, AAA games that promise the world, but do they really
You can only do so much work in a day. Yeah, I definitely punish myself if I don't get enough work done. I'm definitely like my own worst critic. I'm very strict on myself if I don't get, like, you know, I wake up, I have to do a slot video, I have to work out, I have to stream. If I don't manage to do one of those things, I consider the day, like, I consider it not a total failure, but I do get annoyed at myself. I used to be like, it's over, I fucked it. But now I've definitely gotten better with, like, being self-critical, you know. I mean, today I've managed to do, like, 3 slot videos, because slot videos take a while to record, by the way. They take like an hour each. So that was 3 hours in the day recording slot back to back. And then obviously working out takes like 2 hours. And then obviously probably stream until like midnight or something. So
deliver the fun. I've been thinking lately.
If I don't do any work, I hate myself. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I a year ago, yeah, I'd agree with you. It's definitely gotten better now. Didn't you upload? Didn't someone say you uploaded? No, you didn't upload. Damn, I forgot your video got 5 mil though, man. That's fucking crazy. Damn. Yeah, I actually forgot like how big your channel is. Why don't you have more subs, Leon? That's really surprising. I'm not going to play your video on stream because you're probably one of those people that you're going to get embarrassed and mute the stream because you hate the sound of your own voice. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that's mental. Stolen thumbnail, by the way. Stolen thumbnail, by the way.
About just simple solutions to this. You know, today's gaming landscape has a lot of options, but more often than not, I'm finding...
Yeah, I already knew the Minecraft video. I actually still haven't watched it yet. I need to.
Plenty of these
I stole the shit out of that. Just admits it, based.
Choices don't always lead to more fun. At least a lot on the AAA side. There are so many cool indie games being made right now. And I just don't want to see others, you know, playing a game or getting stuck in a rut where they're frustrated.
Dude, that game looks sick. What is that?
Burnt out or having... I don't...
You know what's funny? On TikTok, I'm seeing this resurgence of like little Zoomy kids, like 12-year-olds, and they're all dropping competitive games to play single-player story games, which I think is based. Like they're dropping Valorant, they're dropping Overwatch, and then they're playing like Fear and Hunger and Lorne's Lure. That's a really good game. I put 9 hours into that game. I still haven't finished it, by the way. Mental.
I don't know, this unspoken obligation that they put on themselves to keep up with the latest trends, especially if you're not enjoying it. I think we've all been there to a certain extent. Maybe
when I was younger, I would always finish a game even if I hated it, but now I feel like it's harder and harder to finish games. I think as well, like being a streamer is kind of like being a YouTuber is kind of like AIDS, because when you're playing a game, you're not just playing it, you're reacting to it, you're providing content to an audience. So you're not really being immersed in the game yourself. That's why I try to play some games off stream, because if you're doing it on stream, you're not really immersing yourself, right? And it also creates a bit of a rat race. It's like, oh, this game just came out. I gotta play it. I gotta cover it. I gotta put all these hours into it, even if you're not really like in the mood or feeling it. I know you could easily counter this by saying, boo-hoo, the man that gets paid to play video games has to play video games, which is true. But I feel that people kind of lose the enjoyment in video games when they realize that they have to play it in front of an audience.
Logging in.
OMG, being a streamer must be so hard. No, it is. I get up at 1 in the afternoon every day, and my mom cooks all my meals. It's hell.
Do a game out of a habit and not out of joy. I think about it like this. How many people do you see immediately grab their phone and go to a social media platform and just start scrolling the moment that they're bored? Are they really doing it?
That's so bad, by the way. Like, that's why I stopped playing Siege, because no one's droning in the first phase. They're all on fucking TikTok. It's crazy. And then if you tell them to get off their phone, they just start screaming the N-word at you. It's actually crazy, like, how TikTok has infiltrated every facet of people's lives. You can't even enjoy video games anymore because you're just, like, on your phone. I'm so happy I don't have that addiction. Like, bro, if you're playing on your PC and then you pull up your phone when there's, like, a loading screen or something, I don't know how else to say this, you're cooked. It is over for you. You are cooked. I'm bad, right? You've seen how bad I am on stream, like pulling up different videos and doing little tangents and stuff. But if you're pulling up TikTok, it is beyond over. Straight up.
Escape from Tarkov was one of my favorite games, but I stopped playing PvP cores ever since PvE got added. PvP is full of sweats with over 2,000 hours and cheaters. I play SPT nowadays, which is basically just Tarkov with mods.
Are you Brandonian for the 10? Yeah, I installed Tarkov single player as well. I can't stand the online. It's just sweats. The game's boring anyway.
Seeking joy? Or are they just doing it out of...
Like, I'll be honest, what made me drop Tarkov is the fact that as soon as I found out any progression you make is pointless because there'll be a wipe, I didn't care. I didn't care. The only time I put serious time into a video game now is because I need like an actual connection to it. It's like, oh, this game will be worth something later, or if I level up now, I'll get a funny little charm later down the road. Like, there's nothing. It just wipes. So I'm literally only playing that for fun. And if I'm not having fun with it, if the game isn't any fun, why bother?
The habit. And it makes me ask the question, at least on gaming, why continue playing something that is more of a chore?
Tarkov with friends is peak. Yeah, doing it alone it sucks.
Than a hobby. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, mainly because I started using a classic iPod again, and I've started playing my PlayStation 2 again. And I gotta say,
do you know how many people are doing this, by the way? Like, how many people are like picking up old gen stuff? I mean, look at this. Hang on, let me see if I can show you this. I saw this one TikTok and it's peak. Like, I can't play the music again. Thank you, copyright gods. But this is some girl in London, and she bought... I was going to do this when I was in Melbourne. She bought a PSP with a camera attachment, and she started, like, vlogging. The music goes so hard, man, but I can't play it. I fucking despise copyright. But, yeah. I just think stuff like that looks really cool. And it's funny because when you see the low-quality stuff, it tricks your brain into thinking it's actually better. I swear, people were getting so sentimental in the comments. PSP as a camera. Oh, yeah, there you go. The kind of life I expected to live. Like, people just getting, like, proper sentimental just over, like, a PSP camera.
Say, there's something...
The PSP's based. Nah, it really is. I love it. I still got mine, I think.
Something so nice about this old tech where there's no update.
I really hope they bring it back, man. Because that... What do they call it? The Sony Universe or whatever? That garbage that has a controller? And your PS5 still has to be turned on.
There's no notifications. You don't have to install the game. I turned on the PlayStation 2 and I'm in a game enjoying it within like a minute or two, as long as I get past the boot screen. And these games are super fun. They're designed to just be great player experiences. They didn't have these FOMO live service events. They didn't have microtransactions.
Okay, all right. I have a thought in my brain. I think I might be cooked. I think I'm enjoying Overwatch 2 right now because you can play as a fat character. And I think if you couldn't, I wouldn't be playing Overwatch 2. Am I cooked? I had this thought in my head the past 5 minutes, and I don't know how to say it to chat. Am I cooked? Or is that normal behavior? Because I would not be playing Overwatch 2. You're cooked? Yeah, it's over. All right, I'm not opening up to chat again. It's over.
They had to prioritize the player experience. People wouldn't buy the game. They wouldn't spend their time playing this game. Same thing. I went back to the classic iPod because I'm so tired of paying a monthly
Press F to pay respect.
You people complain about Siege or Tarkov, but you can say anything when an Arc Evolved PvP player walks in the room. You can't, and it's not a debate. Also, I am so glad my only social is Facebook for family and Discord, never installed TikTok.
Thank you, Shaddy, for the 10. Facebook boomer.
Subscription.
That's crazy. Chat cooked me so bad that they're doing press F to pay respects. You're bringing up the Infinite Warfare bit.
For music.
Actual dead bit.
Music streaming.
No, okay. I don't mean because Roadhog's fat. I think the character's cool. That's what I meant to say. I think the character looks cool. Like, okay, let's say Concord, right? I never played Concord, the game died. If the game had a character that I thought looked cool, there'd probably be a higher chance that I'll install the game and actually play it. Okay, that's fair, right? I feel that's fair. I'm not reading chat, but that's fair. Yep, thanks, chat.
When half the songs that I want to listen to are off the service in a few months because of licensing.
It was Advanced Warfare, not Infinite Warfare, you manlet. Shut up.
Issues. And you don't actually own it. I mean, what do you think in 5 years of Spotify bills? You don't own any of that music.
Saw your Roadhog commission, bacon.
Music.
What are you talking about?
Whereas the old days growing up, you find the album, you buy it, you put it on the machine, you transferred it to your iPod, and you owned it forever. And it's been so fun.
I mean, I could just play Overwatch because I keep killing women, and I like that as well. Yeah, I can't save this one. It's over. I can't save this one. I do like killing healers though in Overwatch. The majority of healers are female.
Listening to tunes and things that...
Dude, when you as Roadhog, when you like hook and one shot a cowardly little healer, it is the best feeling you ever get.
Brought me so much joy, like 15.
That's crazy how everyone starts saying based as soon as I said the most unhinged statement of the year. That's crazy, guys. Absolutely mental.
Years ago, and it's like I bought it once, paid what, $12 for an album, and I've been able to listen to it so many times over the years without all the distractions, and it's made me
Lucio is best healer. Are you gay? What do you mean he's the best healer? Bro, all he's spamming out that microphone is from the screen, from the pen, from the ring to the king. That's my thing. Like, all he's doing is spamming KSI. Like, Lucio music be like... Where is it? Where's that song? It's Rent Free. Like, actual Lucio music. Actual... Where is it? Where's the lyrics? Where's the cinema? Where is it? Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Everybody knows. They know me where it snows. I see it and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice. I'm just cold. 40-something milli subs or so I've been told. From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always come on when I ring. Oh my God! See how
We all knew this when you showed us your favorite Mohawk skin. You won with stars.
Oh, I saw this comment saying like Prime Energy is the best drink. Oh yeah, here we go. They were showing off right the other day that they have a jet now. They've got a jet. They got a jet, and it says Prime on it. And then one of the comments down here. I found it. Yeah, I love this. Look at this. On everyone's life, Prime is the best drink. Happy 7th birthday! It's funny because he was sniding everyone as well, saying on everyone's life, like they're all gonna die. Happy 7th birthday. I do like it. Like, the funny thing is, Gen Alpha right now, Gen Alpha, the 12-year-olds, are so pushed on not being the generation to get memed on that they're making fun of people like 2 years younger than them. Why am I still watching this?
Realize that so much of our modern experiences, be it gaming or technology, they are engineered for our addiction, not necessarily the best experience. Think about it this way. As a player, you know when a developer has designed the game.
From the... Oh, come on, mods, don't delete the messages. Let them cook. From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king.
With your best interest at heart, like when they're making something that's really fun, it's ethical, it's a great time. Just like you also know when a developer or a publisher has built something that's clearly there just to exploit psychological triggers.
I see Gen Alpha friendly firing. They do it because every gen is like made fun of sooner and sooner. Like Gen Z are already being made fun of and being called old. Like I'm Gen Z and I'm being called Unk and I'm 27, right? Even though I'm like the back end of Gen Z. But like, you know, you have all these other people as well. Like they're so keen to make fun of themselves to make sure that they're not in the firing line.
And not make the game experience better.
I mean, what's the peak age to be on the internet? I'd say like probably 16. Yeah, 16 to 18 is probably that peak age where you're immune to being made fun of. Because you're not like a fetus anymore. You're not a zoomer. And you're not old either. That's probably that peak age where you're like immune from like both sides.
The need for rewards, the fear of missing out, the lure of infinite.
I'm Gen Z and a teen. Yeah, I'm the back end of Gen Z. Like Gen Z can still be teenagers as well.
Progression.
As soon as you're 20, you're an unk. Yeah, I remember thinking about hitting 20, thinking, oh my God, I'm so old. And now I'm 27, and it's like, oh, is that it? It's kind of funny, like, once you start thinking you're getting old, that thought never goes away. You just always kind of keep making exceptions for yourself.
When used well, you know, with putting the player first, it can be great. I think Warframe is a fantastic example of a really fun live service game that delivers hundreds of hours of really great fun where you don't have to...
Is 20 unk? On TikTok, yes, but the average age of a TikToker is like 9.
Spend a dime. It's a great...
I'm turning 20 in 11 days.
Experience. Not perfect.
Yeah, it's over.
They all have their issues. But
you cope harder every year. Yeah, dude, I'll be honest, bro. Like, that wall is going to come for me, right? Because I'm 27.
I'm younger than you, Mr. Old Head, calling me a boomer, triple chin head ass, 4'8", short stack looking size ass, Draco Malfoy haircut head ass.
Renew.
Wasted $30 this week.
Well, it was never your money anyway, mate. It was probably from benefits in the UK. Shut up.
But then there are other live service games where you know that product only exists to squeeze the lemon that is the player for every single ounce.
The point I was going to make is I'm only a year younger than XQC, and the wall already looks like it's coming for him a little bit.
Of monetization that they can. And I've talked
That was actually the most wholesome dono I've got all week.
About this quite a bit the last 5-6 months, but it still is really important to me.
Why are we saying Giat?
It is time to...
Oh my Gjort. Oh my Gjort.
Break away from this cycle.
Okay, no, I get it. Anyone that plays Warframe, I get it now.
Cool. If a game isn't bringing...
I actually get it.
...you joy, if it feels more like work than play, take a break.
I have Giat something in my eye. Give me a minute. I've Giat something in my eye right now. Oh, Lord.
Life is way too short to spend it on games or...
Dude, wasn't there a fat character in that game? You call that fat? Jesus, that's pathetic.
Content or experiences that you aren't enjoying. There are some really great modern games. There are some really great live service multiplayer modern games. And if you enjoy it, play it. That is fantastic. But I'm really trying to emphasize something.
Oh, my Warframe.
Thing that I feel like is critical and I've discovered this year. The joy of playing a game purely for the experience. Without worrying about the next big update or what everybody else is doing online or what everybody else thinks about it. Now, old school games and consoles, and especially the indie space, offer this in spades. They remind us that gaming used to...
Yeah, I'm happy that indie is having such a huge resurgence now. Like, AAA is dying, bro. Like, have you seen Ubisoft? You be bed.
To be about the game itself, and if you enjoyed it, not trying to like keep up with a live service roadmap. And look, it can be really tough. This modern tech...
Thank you, 2V, for the 8 months. Please look up Ember Heirloom from Warframe. Ember Heirloom from Warframe. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that sucks. There's like nothing there. Yeah, this game actually sucks. Anyway.
This modern gaming overload is overwhelming, honestly. If you're caught up in multiple of the latest trends, whether it's the new Battle Pass, a limited time event, or just trying to stay current, it's easy to forget why you started gaming in the first place. Most of these big live service multiplayer games don't want you to play other stuff. They don't leave a room for a break. So
I didn't go on Rule 34. I didn't go on Rule 34. I didn't go on Rule 34. Where'd you get that from? I swear on my... I'm not even clip farming. I didn't.
Trying to stay current is exhausting. It's almost like staying up to date with all the live stuff and completing the battle passes. That in and of itself is its own metagame that I think people get consumed with and then forget, like, am I actually enjoying the base game? And this is where the beauty of...
I remember when I was younger, I built my entire, like, enjoyment of a game based on if I can get all the achievements or not. Like, I was sweating, like, oh my god, COD World at War on a controller, an Xbox controller, on Veteran was hell. Like, even the aim assist ain't saving you.
Of playing and curating a collection of games that you love is just...
You looked up if she's fat. Yeah, I did, and there's no art, so dead game.
So valuable. Even if they're older games, if you're playing it for yourself because you enjoy it.
You didn't read my last dono? Unlucky. I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait. Can you check out the game Blood West? Yeah, that didn't appeal to me much, man. I'm sorry. I played it like a year ago. The game felt way too open and just barren.
Not for some
I can maybe check it out at like a later date though.
External pressure.
Clip mining. Clip mining. It's no longer farming, it's mining.
And that's great. You know, this kind of...
Chat is voting for Voruna. What's Voruna? Nah, that looks like a furry. You suck. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. You can't put the furry stuff in everything, bro. Come on.
Intentionality can bring back the joy that modern gaming sometimes strips away. So I know I've said this quite a few times over the last few months, but I want to continue to echo it. Step away from the content that you're not really enjoying. Try to skip the endless scroll on your phone.
I mean, I agree with that. But I also feel like people are going back to older games because there's no games. I love her design, You're Blind. What's her name again? I looked up fat art and all they got is that.
Social media service or something.
Dead game.
If it's not bringing you joy, if it's not bringing you value.
Literally my artistic talents.
Try focusing on the things that bring you joy. In gaming, with tech, whatever it may be. The games that remind you why you fell in love with the hobby in the first place.
Dead game is it's a dead game. It's a dead game. Right, let's have a look at the dead game awards. How many people have been on it? That's a lot of Chinese bots. Notice this spike here when the bots became active. What? How did they afford so many bots though? That's look at that surge. 80,000 in like T1 in Mexico, like got activated on the servers. 80,000 bots. Why are there so many bots on that dead game?
Those are the ones to lean back into. There's a reason
No, it's not Cope Live. It's not Cope Live. Like, literally dead game. I played that for like a week. It was so boring. Dead game.
A huge trend of people trying to simplify their life from a tech perspective. I think we're all getting...
Wait, are there mods for the game though? Like, no bit. Are there actually mods? Are there mods for the game that change the character's appearance? Because it might not be a dead game. It might not be a dead game.
Exhausted. We're barraged with services and algorithmic content continue.
Dolan's gonna cook me? No, he doesn't know how to play a game that isn't using float hacks on Fall Guys. He's not gonna cook me.
Newly. And at a certain point...
Breaking news, KSI threatens to drop more music if Lunchly fails.
Just want to break free and choose for your...
I saw one comment with the KSI thing and it was so brutal. I swear it was something like the music. It was like, oh yeah, here we go. So everyone was roasting him for the music, right? Look at this. One of the comments was, and the crowd kills themselves. It's just so dry. The crowd kills themselves.
Yourself. What you want to do with your time and your hobbies. Not
like, some of them was so brutal, but that was bad.
Told by some machine-driven, algorithm that's going to choose what you will play, when you will play, because...
Yeah, I hate using TikTok. I'd love to uninstall it, but it does help me bring so much content to the live channel. I need to hire someone to just, like, go on TikTok for me, honestly, because I just can't do it, man. Thank you, PewDiePie. PewDiePie for the 26 months? Real PewDiePie? Please put on the new digital circus. Also, L-Take, just look at Ember's... Look at Ember's heirloom. Ember's... Ember's heirloom skin? What am I looking at? It just looks like the flame Atronak from Oblivion. That's AI art. Okay, all right. Sell me on Warframe, boys. Sell me on Warframe. Tell me one character that you think I would like. One character. I'm here if you ever need someone to scroll TikTok. Haven't I seen you before? I mean, you got a channel. Don't you do like... Oh, that's right. You do the Minecraft videos. Yeah, I've checked out your channel before. Holy base, you upload a lot. Those are good views as well. Damn! Holy! Congrats, man. Damn. Yeah, I thought you did game reviews for some reason. I'm probably getting you confused with Leon. Look at Saren. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna do some research. Hang on. Okay, no, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, I get it now.
It equals the most amount of money or ad revenue.
I might install Warframe. I get it now.
Or whatever it may be. I have a lot of videos over the last few months talking about this. I'm going to recommend you look at my backlog tips video, which I'll leave linked at the end of this video. It's got some really cool tools that can help.
Well, you guys are calling me out. You are the guys who are literal gooners, by the way. You know Warframe is like a certified gooner game. You do know that. Like, you guys aren't getting into heaven.
You keep track of games you're playing, games you want to play, and sort of take stock of those experiences in an intentional way. Also, I'm going through Half-Life 2 again right now.
Don't tell him about the romance expansion. What is that? Why well? Why are we saying well?
It is such a good FPS game. I cannot wait to finish this playthrough and talk about it again. Thanks everybody for watching. I would love to know your thoughts on all of this. Have a great Wednesday, and I will see you again on Friday.
I remember when I played this game, I'd push the cart, and it would take about 20 minutes because you're not really meant to do that.
Austria and...
Oh, for God's sake, Geopold again. My goat. Why well? There's a Minecraft YouTuber called Grox that I steal from. Check out the views, they're absurd. Let's have a look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I commented on one of your TikToks and got 2,000 likes. Thank you, Pyro. The post about funny circles and inflation.
Wait, you got 2,000 likes on that? What was your comment? I can't check it right now. I'm not logged in. Well, I am logged in, but I'm not scrolling through TikTok to find that comment. What was it? What was the comment?
Would you do a 1-block jump for the chicken or a 1-block vertical jump for the beef?
The jump for the beef. Thank you, Parkour, for the 10. Yeah, those views are insane.
I spawned 1 million villagers.
I never get why these YouTubers get so many views and then they stop uploading.
The hit game called Concord. It has over 2 million players on it right now as we speak, and is currently surpassing Overwatch and Call of Duty. Also, how do I change the TTS voice?
How do you change the TTS voice? You look at the guide in the pinned message.
Have you seen the 1997 movie Cure?
No, I haven't seen that. Thank you, Guppy, for the 10. You go on the link above and it shows you all the guides. You basically need to type in the name of what you want the voice to sound like and then put a colon. And then you need to continue and then a space and then type out your message.
On this island. And
why did these people get hundreds of millions of views and then quit? I don't understand. It's been 5 years. I miss him. Why didn't he update it? Yeah, these aren't even kids. I mean, they probably are, but they're not like, you know, actual fetuses.
They're gonna recreate civilization. Bro, I can't wait to see what creative things they're gonna build. Hey, yo, chill! Y'all built this? Video's canceled. Hey, man. What could possibly go wrong? A Supreme store. Hey, you looking fresh. Bro, could I take a selfie with you? A stadium. This is crazy. Oh, 360. Oh, a park. Simon.
Okay, this is actually kind of funny. I actually kind of like this content.
Says spin.
It's really high effort, but it's also really lazy.
Oh, okay. Period. Simon says, make a noise. Oh, you guys are pretty...
Isn't it crazy, though, that Minecraft is just, like, eternal? How's Tommy in it and that doing? Are they still pulling in 17 grillion views?
Mine.
Yeah, his views are still good. Nowhere near what they used to be, but you could never keep up with that. You could never, ever keep up with that amount of views. It's impossible. Yeah, he's still getting about a milli a video, though. That's good. Damn, that one did really well. Kids only Minecraft server. Curious. Yeah, this was like 2 years ago is when like he was absolutely huge. And then like 3 years ago, because they all blew up during COVID as well. 3 years ago, meeting KSI. Yeah, that's mental. Oh, yeah. This is when he was at his peak. Like, how was he getting this many views? I mean, we know why. It was like kids locked at home because of lockdown. I mean, when did this come out? Like,
this video, the entire Minecraft.
Yeah, that was like lockdown ended by then, but obviously people were still just indoors all the time and stuff. Damn, that's mental. I actually forgot how huge Tommy Innit was. He was probably the biggest UK YouTuber, right? For a short period of time. I remember he called me. He called me on Discord. Tommy Innit called me on Discord and he was really nice to speak to, very friendly. It was very obvious that he was going around speaking to every YouTuber that he could to see what he could learn. Because he was almost like kind of like grilling me for information a little bit. Like, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? And I told him everything that I knew. He was super friendly. It was just obvious that he was hitting up a lot of people to learn how it works. And you really got to respect that as well. Because it's like someone that's that persistent will achieve things. And the funny thing is he had this call with me at the beginning of October. And then I think 2 weeks later, I got cancelled. So it wasn't the best timing in the world. But yeah. I mean, he had a cameo in... God, that was back in 2020. Jesus. Yeah, he cameoed in the Cruelty Squad video as well, which is pretty cool. And now he's got a podcast with Jack Manifold, which is pretty based. Right. My response? No, it was back in 2020. I got called out in October. So yeah, it was literally my response. So it's funny. He was like so nice, and then 2 weeks later, just grooming allegation. Australia versus Austria. I could not imagine two worse countries to go head to head.
Austria.
What happened to Dream? He had allegations. I think he beat them. Most people just don't want... Most of the Minecraft YouTubers just don't want anything to do with him, from what I gather. And he's just... he's still doing good, though. He's still doing good from what I see. Yeah, he got 4.3 in 3 weeks. That's good. That's all right, yeah. Okay. I'm not someone centered on ego. I'm not, I promise. But if Darkwood overtook Dream's latest video, that would be hilarious. And it might actually do it. That would be hilarious.
Austria and Australia, two countries on opposite sides of the globe that somehow get confused for each other a lot. So much so that some Austrian airports are known to cater their advertisements.
Sorry, this is Austria, not Australia. Need help? Press the button. Could you imagine like getting like they're not even close to each other.
Towards tourists who intended to fly to a roasting hot Sydney and instead ended up 2 meters deep in snow in Salzburg or something. Hey, it could be worse, man. All I'm saying is it could be a lot worse.
You know he's from Birmingham, right? I met Geopold in Birmingham.
Anyway, to settle this once and for all, today we're going to be having a battle between these two nations to see who's really worthy of the AUSTR at the start of the name. There's going to be 10 rounds. I'll be keeping the scores tallied, and that's enough waffling. The first category shootout we've got is fun. Everyone knows Aussies know how to have fucking fun. They'll take any opportunity to sink a tinny, a stubby, a pot, a fucking grog. There's like a million Aussie words that mean beer.
Like, they call people in the UK alcoholics, right? But I swear to God, it's a million times worse in Australia. There is so much drinking there.
It is the only place on...
Gambling as well is huge in Australia. I don't get it. Like, every time I go to Melbourne, we always go to this casino called Crown. And there are degenerates in there that will gamble at like 2 in the afternoon and not be finished until like 5 in the morning.
Where it's acceptable to stop working every 20 minutes and smoke a couple durries.
Yeah, I remember like in some of the states in Australia, they actually had to shut alcohol stores at like 10 o'clock because people were just getting wasted on them.
Arts, smokes.
Max and Chad. Yeah, I saw Max and Chad did like a meet and greet for Grog and they looked washed. Like they looked very tired. But I think that's just because they came back from LA.
Again, there's about 1 million words that mean cigarette. You want to know why? Because genetically, these guys are the select few most hardcore British people that got banished away to a tropical paradise where they can't complain about the weather anymore. Of course.
If you're Australian, you've had a relative that's killed someone. Like, you cannot argue against that. You cannot.
Of course they're gonna.
If you're white and Australian, you've had a relative that's killed someone.
Have fun, man. Now, what about Austria? Well, I have recently returned from a trip to Vienna. The city's beautiful, livable, efficient, but you know what it isn't? Fun. Everywhere closes at 10 p.m. As soon as the sun takes a tiny dip past the horizon, all the convenience shops close, restaurants close, bars close, the metro closes, the trams stop running, the streets completely empty out, everyone dies, I think, because it's genuinely like a zombie apocalypse happens every night. There are 2 clubs open 2 nights a week in a city with 3 million fucking people. Oh, and you want to do anything on Sunday? Forget it. This is one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed. Okay.
This is like Italy as well. Like, they always shut everything like early on Sunday. I mean, most places shut early on Sunday to give the wages a break. And then Monday, like, everything's shut in Italy. In the UK, I think they just, instead of shutting at like 10 p.m., they shut at 8, so they give the wages 2 hours of sleep. That's real dystopia.
Okay, so me and Gigi go to this one pub open late in Vienna. It's like 30 degrees. The inside of the bar is crowded and steaming.
I like how he's using Hank confronting someone who he thinks is doing coke as a comparison here.
Steaming hot. So we go outside to this outdoor seating section, right? We start yapping away as you do. I swear to God, as soon as I open my mouth, this terrified looking man in a high-vis sprints across the road and hits me with the loudest shh I've ever heard in my life. Turns out past the hour of 9 p.m. in Vienna, you're not allowed to talk outside.
Talking outside.
Legally have to whisper. And this pub has a professional...
He might be lying. He might be lying. Vienna talking outside law. Wait, there's no way. Is it real? There's no way it's actually real. It might actually be real. Is this in Vienna? Oh my God. Wait, he's not doing a bit. I don't know what that's saying. I mean, I'm not reading all that, but yeah, it's real.
Shusher on payroll to enforce this fucking shit. What the fuck? I think I know who's winning this one, man. I think I know. Shootout number 2, weather. Now, everyone knows Australia is just like boiling hot, right? All those...
I think when I go to Melbourne, what's the temperature like? I mean, I leave on Monday. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. 16 degrees. 23? Fuck off. Dude, unless it's 10 degrees, I'm not going outside.
Darts being smoked have eroded away the ozone layer.
It's spring weather. At least it's not summer.
Meaning, one step outside, you'll be pulverized to a crisp. I mean, unless you live in Melbourne.
I'm going to Melbourne in 2 days. By the way. Okay.
But you might be surprised.
What's wrong with Melbourne? What's with the hate? Melbourne's fine. I mean, I've only been to Melbourne and Sydney, but they're fine.
To know, despite all the snowy winter wonderland stereotypes, Austria can actually get fucking blazing. When I was in Vienna, it genuinely got to 37 degrees. Nowhere has AC. All Viennese buildings have like 7-meter thick walls.
I like the femur breaker noise.
It's insane. They are not cut out for these summer months, man. It's crazy. I honestly felt like an ant under a microscope. And now, after an entire summer of droughts and heat waves, Vienna has some of its worst storms in history.
Why would you call it Storm Boris? It's like calling it Storm Fred or something.
Oh man, I can't sit in this house.
I'm not gonna lie.
Imagine thinking 23 is hot, lol, 23 degrees. Okay, first of all, get touched. Secondly, I'm talking about the humidity. Humidity in the UK, 23 degrees, might as well be 32.
Australia is gonna be taking the weather dub because, yeah, I know the Dories have burnt away the entire atmosphere. Yeah, I know you get skin cancer from just thinking about the Aussie sun, but at least they got AC, which I can confirm 35-degree Vienna does not. Category number 3, food. Now, when I was in Vienna, the
Yeah, I'm staying in a hotel in Melbourne, thank God. AC, my beloved.
only thing I ate was Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel all day. Wiener Schnitzel every day. Wiener Schnitzel on
What is that?
lock. Wiener Schnitzel all over me. It's fucking amazing.
Yo, schnitzel is so good. Honestly, going to German-speaking countries and eating schnitzel is like the best thing to do. In Germany, you eat doner or schnitzel. Anything else is illegal. So if you ever find yourself in a German-speaking
What is schnitzel? What is it?
country, make sure to get a schnitzel and/or cordon bleu, which is basically just schnitzel but with cheese. It's so amazing. Literally every single one of you need to try.
Homemade schnitzel. Are you stupid? I asked what it is and you just said homemade schnitzel. It's peak. No, I'm asking what's in it. It's meat in egg and breadcrumbs. That actually sounds kind of peak though. What kind of meat? What kind of meat? You don't know what schnitzel is? No, I eat knives every day. I'm British. Crumbed meat. Basically a cutlet. Pork. I don't like pork very much. Like I'm not Muslim coping. I just don't like eating pork very much. I usually eat chicken or fish or beef.
It's golden. And for like 12, 13
I don't know, pork always has a weird taste in my mouth.
euros, you get like 3 big ass pieces of
Bro doesn't like bacon. I like turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is nice.
schnitzel, fries or potatoes, and some salad.
Eat some pork. But pigs are smart, man. That's messed up. They're as smart as a 5-year-old. I wouldn't eat a 5-year-old.
On top of that, like it's so amazing.
Yeah. This video is sponsored by me. Do I have any physical merch? No. Do I have any physical products to sell you? No. You know what I do have? I have a subscribe button and a like button. So I'll sell you those, okay? I'm down bad right now. Please like this video.
On Twitter.
Why does Wowmow cover up his face? Is he wearing merch of himself? That's so gay. Wait, no he's not. No he's not.
Real_wow_Mao. That's where the subscribe button is actually that he's talking about. You gotta go there.
Isn't it weird, like, people that grow up on the internet, they always get, like, American accents? Like, he's from Singapore or something, Wowmow. But he just sounds American.
Subscribe to Geopold. Geopold is the best big guy I know.
And yes, whilst
Like, he was calling him a beg and then he gave him vodka and said he's the best. One thing I love it is, like, when I met Geopold and his mates, you could tell that he was such a degen. But not in a bad way, but, like, he just kind of doesn't care kind of way. I remember trying to, like, I tried to meet up with him and I was like, have you got Discord? And he was like, no. And I just said to him, it's over. I think we had to, like, organize a meetup on Instagram. That was, like, the first time I opened the app in months.
Wiener Schnitzel, it might be one of the best things that God has...
I'm from Singapore too. Are you actually? I couldn't even tell from your accent.
...placed into our world, but that is...
Will I play Backshot Roulette? Yeah, I've got it organized with your mom tomorrow at 7 p.m.
...is the absolute extent of my Austrian culinary knowledge. I do think Australian food is a bit more varied and diverse, but the question is...
What even is Australian food? What's Australian food? Yeah. Yeah.
Can it
All right.
really compete with the
Yeah, they're just eating worms out there, bro. All right.
absolute heaven tier Wiener Schnitzel? Can it? No.
They're literally just eating, like, spiders, rocks, and then worms.
No. Moving on. Shootout number 4. Literally, because we're talking about war and military strength. Now, Australia declared war on a species of bird and lost. So, I don't know. As far as strength...
How did they lose that war? I always see this brought up as a bit to, like, own Australia. How did they lose a war against birds? How did they lose to emus? Driven by drought. They descended upon the wheat fields. Oh, wait, no. They were driven by drought. How did they lose? How did you get owned by the bird that's in Far Cry 3? I don't get it. Damn, they're pretty tall, though. Did they just mog them away or something?
Strength goes. Also, in my opinion, they have been low-key invaded and completely taken over by a certain someone. But I'm high-key not trying to have my house missile striked by the CIA, so I'll keep my thoughts on that to myself. And for Austria, well, I think it's fair to say they've taken the L at this point. Yeah, no.
Where's that from? I need to watch that show. I keep seeing that on TikTok.
No one's getting a point for this one, bro. I can't lie. 0-0. Category shootout number 5 is inbreeding. Now this one's an interesting
no, it's definitely Australia. No cap. No cap.
one, because you gotta realize Austrian elites are the goats of inbreeding. The Habsburg family ruled Austria for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's got to the
It's called Suicide Room. All right, cheers.
Point now where these guys are more famous for their genetic mutations and their love for their cousins than their actual historical importance.
Holy schnozzle.
The infamous Habsburg jaw needs no introduction. Not only are mangled strands of Habsburg DNA still circulating about all over Austria, this very, very loving family are actually still...
Why are we still using EDP reactions?
In positions of immense power in Austria. Take, for example, the current head of the family, Karl von Habsburg.
This is my last dono tonight. The Darkwood vid was great and I like the t-shirt I got, not a self-dono.
Thank you, Adam, for the 10. Have a good night, man.
You know what he looks like. Oh God, Jesus. Now you might be thinking, how could Australia even come close to competing with this elite strain of world-renowned inbreeding? Well,
oh no, I could easily imagine.
My friends, I present to you Tasmania, the small Australia within Australia, an island which is the butt of many jokes. It's really the Alabama of the southern hemisphere, as any mainland Aussie will tell you. However, the key factor that really set...
Apparently there's only 2 things to do in Tasmania. Do Fent. There's one thing you can do in Tasmania.
These Tasmanian devils apart from Alabama, Austria, Norwich, is that it's not just the people that are rampantly inbred here, it's also the animals. However, with that being said,
that is a dog.
Like, I'm gonna have to hand the point over to Austria, because come on, man, there's like potentially $3 billion being kept under the radar by Habsburg associated private bankers. I think they got a bit more prominence than Sally and Jono from fucking Wadamana. Also,
Sally and Jono. Fucking dog.
So fucking Freud, he was Austrian, so yeah, it's pretty undisputable, this one. Category number 6 is flags. Now, in my opinion, both these flags fucking suck.
Yeah, I think they're both awful. I was hoping he wasn't gonna say that the Australian one's good. They're both awful.
Austrian flag would be a lot better with the eagle left in. The Australian flag would go a lot.
The Australian one just looks like... It looks like you gave a 6-year-old on Roblox and you asked them to make up a country.
Harder with the Union Jack left out.
Nah, that sucks even more. What could you do to make the Australian flag look cool? Why do they have little stars on there? Is this Teletubbies?
Latvian flag clears the Austrian flag, and I don't know, the Marshall Islands clears the Australian flag.
The Union Jack is cringe. Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Being said, at least Australia isn't just a standard boring tricolor, evenly split, low effort flag. So it
Is that P Diddy? Did he put in a P Diddy reaction?
can scrape the win here. Yo, by the way, let me know if you want to see an entire video about flags. I've got some big ideas in the pipeline. Anyway, shootout number 7. Are they actually real? So some of you might know there is a weirdly big conspiracy theory that Australia just doesn't exist. And honestly,
I wish it didn't.
I can understand why. Mythical creatures, never seen it with my own eyes. It takes a whole ass 25 hours to fly there.
Yeah, it's actually, dude, my flight there, I'm not looking forward to that, bro. So we gotta have like, I think we fly over like Israel and stuff, by the way. Like I might actually die. We gotta fly 7 hours, have a layover, and then it's 14 hours to Australia. Like, Jesus.
Scientifically impossible, but my main evidence towards this point is you're telling me British people went to all that effort of shipping
We legit gotta fly over Israel. Like, it might be over.
prisoners from here to here, but they can't even be bothered to make my train depart on time. Nah, something ain't adding up, man. I got my suspicions about Australia, you know, and I honestly have no suspicions about Austria.
The Iron Dome will take Pyro out. No, I like, we literally have a flight path between, like, the Arab Emirates and Israel. And it said the flight's 7 hours. So they're not making a detour.
Yeah, apart from speaking German, Austrians are pretty normal. So Austria's definitely winning the reality contest, for now at least. Number 8, famous people. So for Australia, we got Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Hugh Jackman, Kylie Minogue, Iggy Azalea, etc, etc, you know.
I keep forgetting those actors. He died recently as well. Rest in peace. Succulent Chinese meal.
Whatever. And then for Austria, we got Mozart. Yep. And then, yeah, the best guy. Yep. And then, now I'm sure there's some famous Austrian guy this list is missing out. I could have sworn, man. I swear they're missing someone. Oh yeah, of course. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Australia clears, I think. I think they're getting this point. Number 9, Gravity. Austria 1, Australia 0. All that needs to be said. And that, ladies and gentlemen, makes the score even. So
just put it upside down.
It all comes down to this last.
While looking at your face cam. Dark wood was great. You made my wood dark. Drop a bomb out the window when you fly over Israel for me.
I'm just going to replay that first bit you said again.
I just humped my pillow while looking at your face cam.
Category shootout, and what could possibly be a more definitive deciding factor to settle the AUSTR debate once and for all than an alcohol taste-off with my good friend Wowman.
The beer tier list.
We have such an extensive selection, pretty much the best we could do in the UK, right?
Cheers. One thing I don't understand is how are they not fat? Because like they both drink so much for their content. They must have the fastest metabolisms imaginable because beer makes you fat so quick.
Selection, pretty much the best we could do in the UK, right?
Cheers.
Okay, so the scores are drawn. We're at the end of this video. There's only one way I thought we could settle this debate once and for all. What better way than by trying out a national drink of both of these countries? We'll evaluate which one's better after. Now, yeah. That's good. Thanks for that. I tried to find some Austrian beer. I couldn't. What we've got for now.
There's two good beers, right? Asahi. You know why Asahi's good? Because everyone says it good. Everyone says it's good because they can't get it at their local pub. And then Leffe. What's it called? Leffe. That is really good beer. Well, it's more like an ale or a stout, but it's really nice.
Is we got.
Thank you, Sean, for the 5.
A classic Red Bull.
and some definitely Austrian vodka.
Strong zero. Fucking Australia.
Definitely. Okay.
Listen, man, I'm here to drink. I'm ready.
Lit alcohol.
Smells like Vienna.
Does that smell like the Alps? The Alpine Hills?
Beautiful Alpine Hills.
Okay, Prost, my friend.
Prost, dude.
I respect how it's zero sugar, by the way. He's keeping his calories in check while slowly killing himself.
Okay, needs more.
This is for science, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing this for fun. We gotta find out who's the better out of the two.
Dude, they actually won life, though. They're literally getting wasted with, like, your YouTube buddy, and you get paid for it. Like they've literally won.
Countries.
All right, let's try that.
Prost. Prost. You know what?
You can't taste the vodka whatsoever. I'll say the flavors, it's good. The experience is enjoyable.
Just cut him off.
10 out of 10. Good job, Austria.
Now, there is one Australian beer that has a complete chokehold over the UK.
Foster's. I know it before he's already said it. It's Foster's. It's piss.
You can find it in pretty much all the stores, so it was a no-brainer when I went to find some Australian alcohol. Do we have a bit of a history with this brand?
Foster's is brewed in the UK as well. They can't even say it's an Australian beer.
It's such a bad, infamously bad.
Liquid EDL Sweat.
Liquid EDL Sweat. Wow.
Potentially, but
it is so bad though. It's so bad. I don't know how it tastes so bad. Why does it taste so bad?
I was thinking we'll give it a second shot. Maybe we'll feel a bit differently about this. Right, for
it's VB Longneck. No, it'll be Foster's.
further ado, we got Foster's representing Australia.
Good old Melbourne.
The funny thing is, whenever I ask about Foster's in Australia, all of them say they don't drink it. Like, it's not a thing. It's bigger in the UK than it is in Australia, despite being an Australian beer.
That's how you know it's Australian. I don't want Australians in the comments saying this is an Australian. Because there ain't no Melbourne, UK, is there?
Alright, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Most smart man from Singapore. You can see it's ice cold as well, and they're still coping like it's over.
You know,
it's a nice color blue. The big F. If my tap water came out tasting like this, I think it was normal tap water.
I would continue brushing my teeth.
Just thinking, man, how'd this happen? It has the word quality on it.
Yeah, man.
That's ruined my day. And I had a pretty bad day.
Why is Foster's? Surely there's got to be a rating on Foster's. Liquor.com. It doesn't come from Australia. They gave it a 2 out of 5. The flavor profile begins to unwind. There is no flavor profile apart from piss. Or the profile of piss. Inoffensive flavor. You mean there's no flavor? It's just awful. It is not a popular beer. How old am I? I was born 2 years ago. Could I come onto the website, please? Oh, you must be 21? Ah, my bad. Sorry, guys.
And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. It's with a heavy heart that I say these words, but the goddamn fucking Fosters is so bad. It officially eliminates all of Australia's previous points, meaning we're looking at a 5-0 win for Austria. It was a close battle, though. It was a valiant fight. So Australians, let me know what I got wrong, because you'll all be inevitably irate at this conclusion, I assume.
To the Sigmas of Australia, I say that this goofy air government have been capping, not just now but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said there'll be no phantom tax under the government I lead. They're capaholics. They're also yapaholics. They yap non-stop about how their cost of living measures are changing lives for all Australians. Just put the fries in the bag, little bro.
Dude, I gotta call out the Samaritans or something after this stream, man. I've had enough. I've had enough, bro. This is too much.
They tell us that they're locked in on improving the housing
Please stop playing it.
situation in this country. They must have brain rot from watching too much Kai Cenat and forgot about their plans to ban social media for kids under 14.
Shut
if
up.
that becomes law,
Shut up.
you can
Shut
forgo
up.
skull emoji
Shut
all
up.
about watching
Shut up.
Duke Dennis
Shut up.
or catching
Shut
a
up.
dub with the
Shut
bros
up.
on Force.
Shut up.
Chat,
Shut
is
up.
this Prime
Shut
Minister
up.
serious?
Shut up.
Even though he's
Shut
the Prime
up.
Minister of Australia,
Shut up.
sometimes it
Shut
feels
up.
like he's the CEO
Shut
of
up.
Ohio.
Shut up. Shut up.
Let me know which countries I should do this with next, and if you're interested in European countries like Austria, watch this video right here.
Even care. In the Hi.
Well,
All right. All right. All right, we got one more video. We got one more video. I wanted to have a look at Suicide Squad. So there's this guy called Luke Stevens, and he's been pretty up to date on the coverage for Suicide Squad's game, Kill the Justice League. And they've put out another DLC, and I'm not... I mean, if you... I did a video on Suicide Squad. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this game is dead. But
Should have done New Zealand beers.
New Zealand beers. Thank you, Nathan, for the 20. Appreciate it. But yeah, I did a video on, you know, how dead Suicide Squad is. Because they added Mrs. Freeze, but they've added another character, and I'm not joking you, it's even worse. This is a character. I think it's Deadshot's daughter or something.
Hey, Pyro,
it's just
I'm
terrible,
on lunch
bro.
right now, but I want to say I love your content. I watch all of your live and main channel videos. Thank you for all you've done. BTW, your hair isn't bad via a woman opinion.
Thank you, Sophia, for the 10. Appreciate it.
Well, everyone, it's that time of the week where I'm playing a lot of bad games because they're all getting updated all at the same time. This is just how it works. And it is once more time to play a bad game. They've added a new playable character to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And I have to try it. Now, if somehow you are fortunate enough to not be aware...
What is the player count on this game? It can't be over 300. It cannot be over 300, man. Oh, that's rough. There's literally like 200. Yeah. Dude, like 20 more people started playing the game.
Are you the fattest commission of them all? Ha ha ha, just kidding, no, but for real though, do that ass fart. Stand up, go on, do it, stand up. Are you thinking of fat art RN? Stand up.
Thank you, smart fella, for the 10. Very normal dono there. Look how much the game died off, man. Jesus. Yeah, it died off fully, and then they did season 1, and it actually picked up again, then it tapered off, then it tapered off. Apparently, it is just a skeleton crew working on the game, which is kind of awful. I think the new studio, what's left of the studio, they're working on a remaster for Hogwarts Legacy, despite the fact that that game came out less than a year ago.
Aware of the latest happenings with Suicide Squad. Let me explain what's happening. Season 3 is dropping. They're adding a new playable character called Lawless. And if you're confused...
Was Lawless part of the comics? I mean, probably. Oh yeah, DC. I meant DC. Lawless, Deadshot daughter, Zoe Lawton. Okay, I guess that's her. Is that her? I mean, I guess so. So it was an actual character. The daughter of Deadshot. Her father is a ruthless killer with a death wish. Her Prime Earth counterpart is known as Live Shot. God, that's awful. What a terrible name. Yeah, there's so many comic book characters you forget about because they're just terrible.
Confused who that is?
Lawless is not a real character. I just wanted to double check because I know these names sound ridiculous and then you find out it was a character that had one comic in the 70s.
Totally fine. It seems like most people I know who are really into comic books and DC also have no idea who Lawless is. So allow me to...
Okay, he checked as well, so yeah.
...read off the description they've written for this new character. Bear in mind, this game is struggling. They needed to come out swinging with a...
I'll be honest, it's not struggling, it's dead. They can't save the game. They genuinely, like, in the nicest way possible, they cannot save this game. It's not possible. So what they're doing is they're just cutting their losses. They're putting in whatever they want now because they don't really have any... They're not worried about being cancelled or people calling the game woke. They don't care. So it's just a sinking ship. So they're doing what they want.
Character that the fans would connect...
There's no character they could add in this game. Honestly, unless they added Kevin Conroy as Batman that you could play as, this game won't be saved. Or Mark Hamill as Joker. This game won't be saved. That's impossible. Obviously, Mark Hamill is dead. Rest in peace. But I did mention this actually in my previous video talking about Suicide Squad. They have you can save the Avengers. You can save the Justice League. You can save them. And you can talk to them. So they've obviously recorded new lines of dialogue, or they've been sitting on old ones. So there might still be some Kevin Conroy. There might still be some Kevin Conroy lines that haven't been recorded yet.
Connect with.
Sorry, that haven't been released yet.
They'd be excited for. This was their
Mark Hamill died. No, Kevin Conroy died.
Chance. And
Kevin Conroy died.
And let's see how they're gonna do it.
Wait, did I say Mark Hamill died? No, I meant Kevin Conroy. The Joker actor is alive and well, but he said he's not working as the Joker anymore because he feels like he can't do it without Kevin Conroy.
Hopefully not too cringe, right? Let's see. The first sentence. One of Gotham's newest and most ethical thieves.
Metro's booming. You know what's funny?
You say Mark Hamill died, you silly ghost.
You know what's funny about you know how I keep saying stuff wrong? Look who he's featuring with. Look who he's featuring with. Triple Red.
And the kind of seems oxymoronic, but whatever. Continuing, Lawless is determined to use the skills of a master criminal that her father taught her to redistribute the wealth in her hometown. Okay, what sort of Robin Hood? Robin Hood's cool. Okay, she's sending a message.
Wait, let me go look at this. Lawless is determined to use the skills of a master criminal that her father taught her to redistribute the wealth in her hometown. She's sending a message to the people of Gotham that they don't have to live in fear of the city's out-of-touch elites any longer. And her method of spreading this message is to live stream her heists. Dude. Wait, she's a live streamer? She's actually a streamer. Okay, I didn't even care about the whole wealth thing. That's fine. But don't make her a fucking TikToker, man. She's every time she brutally murders an alien, it's like, yo, thanks for the 5. Zoe's father is Floyd Lawton, Deadshot. Zoe eagerly devoured any lesson her dad would teach her, exhibiting the same drive of pragmatism. Father's crimes while the privileged class. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's why Batman exists. When Brainiac invades Metropolis, he's brought along with him. Lawless is unable to resist the allure of the heist of the century by grabbing as much tech and selling it to the highest bidder. She's got anti-gravity tech that she stole. So basically, she has no abilities. She just stole tech from Brainiac, I think. The influencer... Oh, God. Dude, the word influencer was like a black stain on the internet from like 2010. Come on. The influencer playstyle sees Lawless amp things up with a focus on afflicting enemies with live wire bolt, as well as slowing enemies down using her unique talents with shock and awe. Melee kills will electrify all enemies within 10 meters, allowing for some major critical damage. The multitasker talent gives your melee strikes 50% to send enemies flying back. Revolutionary Thief. Season 3 will see you return to Gotham. Oh, that's right. Every season, they end up changing the map a little bit as well. Like with the Mrs. Freeze, it was all frozen. Holy crap. Look at all the detail on that gun, but you can't see it because the game is third person. Great. Dude, this looks like every Warzone gun imaginable, dude. I mean, they look cool, but it's a third person game. Yeah, they're just adding like a bunch of new abilities. Ultra Day Runner. God, they added a lot. Wow, these skins look awful. Holy legs. Modern classics. None of those look good. None of those look good. That's a cool skin. I'm not. The very bottom, they had a pumpkin skin that looked cool. Not reinstalling the game, though.
To the people of Gotham that they don't need to live in fear of the cities out of...
I'll skip this bit because I just...
It is such a parody of itself. I can't even tell if they're being serious or not anymore, but I'm pretty sure they're being serious.
The Deadshot one looked cool. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at his, to be fair, because I just never play as him. I only played as King Shark. But his was the most acceptable, definitely.
Yes. And to prove that they're being serious, I'm going to make you watch the opening of Season 3, which I had to sit through when I booted this up on stream earlier today. Just take this in. Take this in. I'll play the clip.
Wait, let me try and find this, actually. Wait, there's a okay, hang on. Hang on. I traveled through the UK to fix my social anxiety.
Hi, I have social anxiety. I could give you a general definition.
It's a Pyro viewer, what the hell? Alright. Okay, here we go, here we go. Let's give it a watch. I like how none of it's animated as well because they ran out of budget, so it's all funny still frames. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Dude, it's not even the official channel. Leave this guy alone. So many dislikes.
I'm lawless. The lawbreakers already know what I'm about. But luckily for newbies, this is a good jumping on point. I did the whole Robin Hood thing in Gotham a while.
I feel so sorry for this girl because she's probably going to get no work for how she's going to get like a horde of people like stalk her and harass her for being in such a dog-ass game. Also, only 40 subs out of 1,000. Unlucky. You can so tell whoever wrote this bit just watched Pokemon and no one else.
That iceberg lounge party heist? Me and mine. Now Metropolis is under siege and it's being suppressed in media. I had to get in there and do something. Okay, I had some help from the Suicide Squad. Thanks, Dad. Shot. Anyway, Brainiac's been doing this mega colonizing shtick.
Who does this apply to, man? Who does this apply to? No one sees a streamer and thinks, "Oh, that's cool." People see a streamer and think, "You're a fucking loser." That's awful. Also, notice how there's someone begging for a collab down below. Okay, I'll give them that. That's pretty accurate. You've got an e-beggar in chat. That's actually pretty accurate.
Across multiple dimensions.
No one respects streamers. Why would you want to play as a streamer?
So I've been exploring, documenting, and making plans.
I'm a loser. Look at chat. Chat is always very nice to me because my job is not being a loser.
Unlike
Mega colonizing. I can smell the rices.
some people. We'll work on that when they get here. So, where is here? I mean, look at this. What even is this, Brainiac? Actually, first, I have something to show y'all straight from Brainiac's lab.
Oh, her sub number jumped up quite a bit there. She might... Yo, look at that. Look how quick it's jumping up.
Brainiac's been doing this mega...
Yo, she's botting. Yo, mods. She's botting. She's botting subs, mods.
Across multiple dimensions.
Mods!
So I've been exploring,
She's getting like 20 subs a second, mods.
Unlike...
She's actually... Nah, she's botting. That's messed up.
Brainiac. Actually, first, I have something to show y'all straight
Get Keemstar on this. Oh no, he's going to do a Snapchat on it.
from Brainiac's lab. Woo! I'll be back. We're supporting some great charities this month.
This is really sad because it reminds me of Hitman. Remember Hitman, the 2016 one? It had these amazing, full motion video cutscenes. And then in the later videos, the later games, they lost all their budget. I mean, I could show you an example here. Like, all these cutscenes, and the game looked insane. Like, I mean, they look a little bit dated now. That game is nearly 10 years old. Oh my fucking god, that's terrifying. Oh my god, that's an 8-year-old game. Okay, that's scary. But yeah.
Hello, Pyro, love your content. Been watching since the Leafy Clone days. Anyways, hope you have a good day, Mercursex.
Thank you, Nate, for the 10. Appreciate it. But yeah, this Hitman 3, they just didn't have any money. So there's no actual cutscenes. I mean, there are cutscenes, but they're obviously all done in-game. Where it's just the models and stuff. It's not like actual full-motion video cutscenes because they were expensive. So they basically had to save a lot of money. So, yeah, I mean, is their characters talking here?
Do you lose?
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad, though. That's kind of a step up. It was Hitman 2 that had the worst cutscenes. Hitman 2, it was literally just... Oh, that's right. These were awful. This is because when they tried selling Hitman 1, they tried to sell it episodically. But no one actually... You bought the game, and then each episode was released like every month. So they had no money left. So then when they... Yeah, like, this was all the cutscenes here. It was literally just like... It's just stills that they made, and then they did like a sweeping shot for each one. It sucked. And then they made it a little bit better in Hitman 3, but it was nowhere near as good as the first one, but they just didn't have the money anymore. And that's exactly what's happening here. Like, they've got these great animations and stuff, but they're not getting 3D animations because this cutscene probably cost just under or just over $100,000. And an animation of like Hitman 1 tier, like full CG, with all of this going on, full motion, that would probably be millions. Or the best part of $1 million.
Mods, drop the info links. This message is for Deadshot, Floyd Lawton. Hey, Dad, it's me, Zoe, which you know, obviously. So I broke a few rules, but I had very valid reasons, okay? Columbus...
This is like trying to be invested in a South Park character talking. It's 4 different frames on rotation.
Some cool Catwoman memorabilia, and I found your favorite space cop. If you can be cool about it.
It reminds you of the cutscenes of the Infamous games. Oh, don't say that, bro. That game's like nearly 20 years old.
Listen, things are spicy, and I shouldn't do it alone. So, come pick me up.
Yeah, I don't even mind the character, but it's just... Dude, you could have added any cool character, man. Like, they had the joke. They literally added the Joker and then no one else. They've still got one more season to do, right? Oh my god. Yo, could you imagine if
my
they...
back.
Okay. Wait, this is the guy who did the scam. Wait, is he actually doing the game yet? I reacted to this guy.
Where is Betskip 2 babes?
Dude, could you imagine if they added Batman of the future? Okay, we know how we're going to save Suicide Squad, boys. They've added 3 characters, right? Joker, Mrs. Freeze, Lawless. They still have a 4th character they need to do before they move on legally as a requirement for people that bought the special edition. They add Batman of the future. They add him through some weird time warp stuff into the game to be playable. They get the same voice actor. Holy cinema. That would be so good. Oh, it's called It's literally called it. It was called... Wait, I'm not lying. I told you. I wasn't talking up my ass. In the UK, it was called Batman of the Future. I'm not talking... I know it's called Batman Beyond. I know that. Shut up. But when I watched it as a kid, it was called Batman of the Future in the UK. I don't know why. Like in Europe. Not talking up my ass.
Of the stream so you can enjoy it with me and everybody else who's in chat. And I would say enjoy, but I guess it's not really.
I don't know why it was called that. Maybe some weird licensing thing.
Possible. So
they add the Wonkler.
Watch. Watch this.
Yeah, I already saw that. That's awful.
Somehow got worse. The Joker, who was also kind of like the Joker, baby. It wasn't even like a good Joker. At least he was just kind of cringe and like try hard. You know, it's like trying.
I will be honest. I was gonna play through the game as the Joker, but as soon as I found out it wasn't Mark Hamill, immediately dropped.
Too hard to reinvent the character, but without any substance, so it just was weird and awkward. And then
I do feel that Warner Brothers did approach them though, and they were like, "Ooh, could you voice the Joker?" And he was probably just like, "No, Kevin's gone. I don't want to touch that stuff anymore."
Mrs. Freeze, the second playable character, was also just like, it was kind of a needless gender swap in my opinion, and she didn't really do anything that interesting, but more than anything, she was just boring.
She does have a fat ass though, so she gets a pass in my book.
Boring. It seems like with season 3, they have tried to craft the most annoying person on the planet, and they are totally unaware of how annoying she is, which makes it all the more amazing that this was done. But you know what?
Mark said it wouldn't be the same. Mark has literally said in statements that he refuses to voice the Joker anymore because Kevin Conroy died.
Maybe this is all over.
Woke, but holy yeah.
Okay, maybe it's worth it at the end of the day because her interactions with Deadshot are so cool that it's worth having her in the squad. Maybe it gets...
Yeah, because the characters actually talk with each other in game, right? So that would be kind of interesting to see if there's any kind of banter.
Better is my point. Problem is it doesn't. So one thing you need to understand...
Mr. In-Between? I saw that on Sky yesterday. Is that... Yeah, this. I was planning on... Holy fucking ratings. Oh, no one's seen it. 34K. I mean, a lot of people have... Actual holy ratings. 8.7. I might actually watch that, you know. Alright, I'll keep an eye on that, actually. That's got really good ratings, damn.
And about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is how it's structured with each season. Each season is set up where basically you have to grind through 3 to 10 hours depending on which missions you pick and stuff. And you're just grinding through the same missions you've already done 1,000 times.
I remember the end game. I made the huge mistake of streaming the Suicide Squad in one sitting, by the way. That was the worst mistake I made in my life. That was like an 8-hour stream, bro. That was awful. Maybe 9 hours, maybe 10 hours. But I remember, like, as soon as you had to go fight Brainiac, you had to grind this made-up currency they just pulled out their ass last minute.
Times over again, but with the same cast of characters as the last season, because the only way you unlock the new character...
That was quite the stream. It was literally mental breakdown stream. I was so close to calling it so many times. You could tell I was done, dude. I was done.
Is by completing the...
I'm assuming that's Deadshot's daughter. Yeah, she literally referred to him as dad, so yeah, it's Deadshot's daughter.
Brainiac fight.
It's a mid-choice. Again, I just don't think they care. It's like, I mean, they probably had these characters in concept for DLC before the game even came out, to be fair.
At the very end...
But none of these... I mean, the only way I'm going to get any appeal is by adding a character that I know, right?
of that grind.
Again, you add Terry. You add Terry, future Batman, sorted.
And once you've unlocked...
That was his name, right? It was Terry. Wasn't it Terry McGinnis? Isn't it Terry McGinnis? Yes, I got it right. I got it right. If you guys want to deposit Reddit Gold to my account, please click on the email in the description.
Lock them, then you get access to their exclusive little cutscene, which is usually anywhere from 90 seconds to 3 minutes long, and then you get them in your party and you can play the game.
Someone in chat said, "Oh my wokeness,"
with them. It's a little weird to make it so like the whole season is built around having a new play.
There will genuinely be people that are like, "Is that a black person in my video game?"
Character, and then you only get them.
I just think it's such a boring character. It's like, what if main character but daughter?
After you finished all the
like they could have the Joker's daughter or something. I wouldn't care. They could have added Robin in this, right? You know when the Joker like basically groomed Robin and turned him into a mini Joker? Do you remember that? And then he shot him with the gun and killed Joker. You could have had that Robin as a playable character. I still wouldn't care. I think that'd suck.
Content in the new season, but you know they had to try to push you into buying it for $10 somehow, so I guess that's just what they're doing. And I'll show you how she plays in a minute, but I want to keep this chronological because how this works for the
Joker is a groomer. I mean, he literally kidnapped Robin in one film and he turned him into a mini Joker and brainwashed him.
Average player
Did he, Robin?
Is that they're going to boot up the game, try season 5, and then they're going to see
Have
this
you read
cutscene.
it, Gold Kind Furry?
Thank you, Chromosexual, for the 10. Appreciate it.
Play out the cartoony one, and then they're gonna grind with the same cast they had before: Mrs. Freeze, Joker, Harley, and maybe King Shark. And then they're going to move into the Brainiac fight, which, is there any surprise here? It's a reskin. This here is from Ben Gunn, who's doing the Dark Lord's work by clipping this and uploading it for everybody. And you can see it's just, once again, another fight against Brainiac.
So it's not even anything different. They've literally just had... Oh my god, you gotta be joking. Okay, he's just kind of react-dandying to footage here. So I'm gonna go look at this stuff myself, actually. But I would recommend checking out Luke Stevens, because he does do good stuff. I want to see... Yeah, let's have a look at the fight. Oh, wow. You poor... 50-minute video, you poor man. You poor man. He had to split this. He had to split this into different live streams, dude.
Did you know the Platform 2 released on Netflix today? Looks cool so far.
Thank you, Pyro's hair strand for the 10. I did see that came out. I was going to watch it tonight. I mean, that's kind of cool. They've got like her speaking and it's not just a static radio thing. Like, that's cool. I can't hate on that. So they're saving Green Lantern this season because every season they're saving a hero, basically. They already saved the Flash. Let me skip ahead to like... Rescue Green Lantern. Yeah, because you found out that like these guys are clones as well. Like all the Avengers are just clones, which is just moronic. So there was never any threat in the first place, so none of them are actually dead. Okay. He's hanging for dear life. I wonder how this cutscene is going to play out as well. Because you could play as anyone here, I'm guessing, right? Any mix of characters. Because you've got the 4 originals, but then you've got Joker and Mrs. Freeze.
To the store, right? Can I get a hand up? Since we're all working together now?
Do they talk? Please tell me they talk. Wow. it's so emotionless as well. Like, they're all straight facing. Dude, where's the... Where... I get it. It's a skeleton crew. I get it. But that... Man, that's like going into a tavern in Skyrim and just seeing someone drinking a mead. That's rough. Wow. Not a single line of spoken dialogue there, by the way. Not a single line. Not a single line. Painful.
I've made ostensibly better decisions that have landed me in worse places.
Are they playing? They're playing to see how has to pay the voice actor. That's not English, dude. I'm sorry. I can't read that message. They stole this from Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, by the way. Like, if you put up a side-by-side of this and Rift Apart, it looks exactly the same. Oh, yeah, they're in Brainiac's world, right? Because there's always that funny countdown. I'm trying to see, like, where the actual fight is with Brainiac. I want to see how disappointing it is.
Firing sequence.
Okay, they're doing, like, a little side quest to destroy an artillery gun, I think. Brainiac 6 boss fight. Okay, this is it. This is what people pay money for, and they grind out all the currency. This took this guy, like, 7 streams, by the way, to get this far. And what they seem to do every time is they just recycle the bosses you fought in the main game.
Suicide Squad. I was drawing my studies on this world to a close, but you gave me a reason to stay. I hope you've adjusted your strategy.
Okay, so he literally just turned into Superman and Green Lantern. Great. Wait, hang on. I want to skim through my own video and see what... I want to see... I made one point in my video, like... Yeah, I used Luke Stevens again as well. Oh, that's right. You got the Flash. You saved the Flash. And there was just no emotion there whatsoever. I mean, that was actually a pretty good cutscene, to be fair. I'm trying to find the bit of where you see... I can't find it. But I think it was just a reskin of, like, essentially... I think it was a reskin of Green Lantern. God, I need to actually style my hair, man. Like, that looked awful.
I greatly prefer the movement of the Joker.
I can't find it. What Brainiac is that? Is that Brainiac 6? Okay, Brainiac 5. Yeah, this was a month ago. Let me go. Let me see what Brainiac 5 was.
Brute simplicity of physical altercations. Instead, I'll crush you with my greatest weapon, my mind. So,
I like how Suicide Squad just stands there, like, not even doing anything, because there's no voice actors, because they can't afford them.
tell me, Task Force X, what are you really afraid of?
Doesn't he just turn into the Flash again? That fight is like... That's like a 20-minute boss fight, man. That is way too long for anyone to sit through. Wait, I'm just seeing what he transforms into. Oh, it was Green Lantern. So he turned into Green Lantern, and then did he turn into anyone else for the fight? Or was it literally just... I think it was just Green Lantern. So you fought him as Green Lantern. Yeah, so you fought him as Green Lantern last month, and now you fight him as Green Lantern and Superman. So all they're doing is just adding like another boss on top of it, instead of like a new pattern or anything. That sucks, man.
Willpower is not something I'm short of.
Yeah, that's just rough, man.
Little incursion. Your little incursion into this world has proven quite troublesome, but it ends here. I'd like to share my latest research with you. I hope you're ready.
So we just turned into Superman.
I'm your oldest only female fan at the ripe age of 23.
Thank you for permanently altering my brain for the last 10 years and hopefully more to come.
Normal dono. Normal dono. Thank you, Strawberry, for the 10. So he turned into Superman. The Superman fight in the main game was really disappointing, by the way. It sucked. I like as well how in the main game Superman was invulnerable, so you had to spend 3/4 of the game to try and get kryptonite, golden kryptonite, all over you to weaken him, and now it's just destroy the generator. And then he just transforms into Green Lantern anyway.
I see. The combined powers of two metahumans is insufficient. Very well. Employing new tactics.
Okay, so we just turned into Superman again after saying it wasn't working. Okay, normal. The game was pure padding. I feel bad for the devs. Yeah, because it looked good. It's like that Zoocosis game. It's like, that was a good game on paper. And then, like, when it came out, it was just unfinished. But this was padded. I mean, that's the opposite here. This was padded. But it's just, ugh. I feel bad for the devs. And you do need to keep in mind it is a skeleton crew. It's not the main group anymore. They're too busy working on Hogwarts. But man... Can you check current players? I did. It's like just over 200. It's really bad.
Many ways I could kill you. So little time.
The thing is that annoys me as well is none of these moves are new. All Brainiac does is copy previous boss fights. So you're not even getting a new experience. It's not a new boss with new abilities. It's just a reskin. It's a self-aware reskin because Brainiac steals other people's powers. Why are they working on Hogwarts DLC? They're working on like a remaster or something. It's weird.
Isn't it time you understood the model you're disrupting?
Personally, I'm going to put my chips in early here. I think what's going to happen is they've got one more game, one more DLC, right? And then they don't have to do it anymore. I reckon they're going to wrap it up very quickly and you're going to have like a boss rush mode. Or I think what they're going to do is... I still remember when I beat the game on stream and I was like delirious because I was so tired. When Brainiac gets stabbed with the chip in the head, he looks at Luthor and he says, "You," like surprisingly. So what I think is going to happen is Luthor's going to turn around and be like, le bad guy all along, that this was all his idea. He was le mastermind. And it's just going to be like kind of a... It's going to be a complete ending, but Luther's going to get away or something like that. That's what I think is going to happen, personally. Hogwarts Swordwell. I wonder what it's on now, player count. It's probably more than Suicide, right? Wow. No wonder. Oh, it is going down quite quick though. Ooh. I mean, they're still getting 10k a day. That's not bad. Little bit of a downward trend though. But yeah, compared to 200 players, I would definitely want to jump ship. I don't blame them. Yay, we should have Brainiac again. What is this? What is this? Like Mortal Kombat finisher? What is this? Mastery levels are now available for all incursions, and you can replay the Mayhem missions to earn powerful, notorious, corrupted, and Catwoman infamy set rewards. Could you imagine beating that whole ass DLC and then your reward is to do it again but harder? Just to get a care package? Dude, you can even hear Luther doing a deep sigh. He's like, fuck me, are we still doing this? Oh my god, a care package. Oh, what I get, what I get, what I get, what I get. What I get, what I get, what I get. Oh my god. I got a koi smile. A koi smile. What does that do? I don't know. Oh, I'm breaking stuff down for materials and XP. Oh my god. A violin. It's a violin keychain. Ooh, an acidic boomerang for a character I don't play as. Jesus. Actual dead game. Okay, alright. I do want to see the cutscene with Lawless, though. This is where most of the budget would have gone, honestly.
We go in there. We tell Waller we're not letting her do that to any kid. Any more kids.
Welcome to Task Force X. Zoe Lawton.
Ugh, here we go.
Okay, so she already put the bomb chip in her head because she touched the iPad to sign it off.
This is low. Even for you, Waller.
Hello? I'm right here? Ugh, that is so like you to go right past me.
I haven't asked anyone to do anything I wouldn't do myself.
Le dad looking out for le child. Le bad because he le ignore le child. Le writing.
In this situation. I certainly haven't compromised my morals.
I know I keep shilling her every time I see her, but like I forget this woman's name, but she's such a good actress though. Legit. She's so like the bits that she was in were like some of the only times playing the main game that I actually laughed.
Maybe you're just projecting.
Zoe is 13 years old. You can't
Dad!
She is not 13.
Hey Virus Cop 2. Huge fan here. What is their moment from you that you would see animated like a 2D short? Just asking. Unless?
What is the moment from you that you would see animated like a 2D short? Thank you, Hungarian, for the 10. I don't understand the question, man. I'm really sorry. What is the moment from you that you would see animated like a 2D short? I don't get it. Sorry. Yeah, she's not 13 though, bro. Like, I'm not even pulling like a Dr. Disrespect. Like, Zam, she's 12, but like, that's not a 13-year-old.
I'm 18. This is my choice, okay? I'm doing what feels right, which I thought you'd be all about.
I like how the crosshair moves on her goggles. That's actually kind of a cool touch.
And I definitely do know what I'm getting into, okay?
Yeah, girl. Don't let your dad tell you what to do, you rebel.
Your dad's right. You can't go making life-altering decisions like that. I didn't listen to my old man.
Wait, is that the suit you get for getting all the Riddler trophies? Okay, I need to... What is this guy's channel? Batman Arkham videos. I actually need to salute this guy. He needs like an honorary discount or something, man. Like, he needs, like, first class on a plane for life or something. He needs his own private jet. The fact he ran around this dog shit game collecting all the Riddler trophies, that is insane work. That's insane work. Wait, you buy it? Oh, I thought you'd get it from all the Riddler trophies.
Man, you want to end up like...
The suit is kind of cool. I like it. I don't like the beard, but yeah, I like the rest of it.
Like me?
Have you ever even
I'm pretty sure he had to find all the trophies to get that.
seen the bomb in your heads? Because I've gone over full schematics, and according to my information, y'all are the ones who let a shady government agency strip you entirely of your rights. You let them inject you with a thing you didn't understand. Like, at all. And you ran headfirst into literally an apocalyptic war zone.
She's making the point how bad it is, but yet she still got the bomb injected in her head with no qualms.
Like with
I don't know whether they're going to set up that she's going to be the one that gets it out their head and stuff later, but again, it's like, I don't think... this game's dead, bro.
Explosion
I don't think the writers care about that.
and destruction and everything.
In my defense, I thought it was the best way.
Jaden Smith, our speech. Is Jaden Smith Will Smith's son? I actually saw this TikTok of him, like, walking out of, like, a restaurant in Paris, and he's, like, screaming, like, where's my fucking bag? Where's my bag? Just ignoring, like, all the paparazzi, which is fair, but yeah, he just acted like such a douche. Like, it was literally just like the I'm rich because of my dad award. Like, that is the award he was wearing on his chest. Editor who's putting this together, just put that in. Put in that clip of Jaden. It's on TikTok. I can link you it.
To see you again.
Wait, let me see if I can find it, actually. Let me see if I can find it. There's like a clip of Jaden Smith like walking out of a restaurant in Paris, and it's just cringe, bro. I probably won't. I'll be honest with you. Finding stuff on TikTok is like next to impossible. Let me try. How do you spell it? Is it Jaden, like J-I or J-A? I found it. I found it. I found it. That's crazy how I found it. Like, TikTok search actually clutch. But yeah, he acts like such a douche in this, man. Like, look, watch this.
Where's my fucking bag?
Come with me.
I come with you.
I like the little snide comment there. Nepo baby final boss. It's funny. Whenever you call someone a Nepo baby, they either cope about it or they're like, you know, Dennis Quaid's kid who's Huey in The Boys? He just put his hands up and he's like, yeah, I'm a Nepo baby.
No, you don't want to take it. Oh, hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I have no idea who she is, but she's very nice.
That message has summoned all the Hungarians in chat. Shout out to all. Also Pyro PLS, do another meetup in the UK soon. I have made a crotchet TV figurine for you. Love you, Pyro.
Wait, are you the one that made this? This is literally on my desk. This beanie? This is sick. Actually, I'm probably going to put this on. But yeah, no, legit, like, Jaden just gives off... Jaden just gives off, like, huge bitch boy energy. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, even with that clip as well, where he's like, where's my fucking bag?
Where's my fucking bag?
Like, why would you, like, you know, you asking your team where the bag is, just ask, like, has anyone seen my bag? Not, where's my fucking bag? I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know what mind space he's in. He does seem to be absolute.
Come with me.
I come with you.
I don't know. He might be plastered. I kind of hope he's drunk because I use people being drunk as the excuse. It's like, oh, I didn't mean it. Because he kind of did have like a little tumble there. But yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Please, this is important. Okay, your bodily autonomy.
Nepo baby delusion. I feel bad for Nepo babies. I really do. Like, you think having everything served to you is a W, but sometimes it isn't, because I've known, like, people that have been born into rich families, and it's fuck with them, because they just don't ever feel like... You feel like you want to outdo your parents. Not outdo them, but, like, if you want to feel like you've made your mark in the world, and if you don't do that, it can really fuck with you. If you're born into, like, millionaires or billionaires... From an outside perspective, you'd think, oh, you're safe. Like, you know, you've got security, you got, you know, do whatever. But a lot of them end up becoming like drug addicts and stuff because they feel lost. Like, they don't feel like they're actually contributing to anything.
Right? I mean, what is even keeping you here?
Ooh.
Where? I was born rich. Where?
Largely fear of our boss. And you, progeny of Floyd Lawton.
Are you only selling Darkwood merch at PAX? We're selling Darkwood merch, and then we're selling a poster that isn't available on the store.
Why do you fight?
How many people get to say that they robbed an alien colonizer right under his nose and then kicked his ass?
You don't want to live in your parents' shadow. I mean, my parents were just teachers. Like, we were working class before YouTube and stuff. Like before YouTube, we were literally like, we weren't poor, but we were just average person with a mortgage. You know, I didn't... A lot of YouTubers usually had that rich family member that gave them a leg up, but, like, yeah, we were just all working class.
Basically, just me.
See, this isn't something you can just undo. Like...
Didn't hurt any more than my first tattoo.
You have a tattoo? You have more than one? Girl, you hate needles!
Hope it's not for an ex.
Tattoos are a rite of passage.
Ink's already dry. Colonel Flag.
What is this writing, man? Why are they talking to her like they're family? Like, it's funny because the dad, Deadshot, is more standoffish with her than any of the other characters. And that's probably intentional, but it doesn't come off in a good way at all.
What's the Wi-Fi password, General Boy Scout?
I don't know.
Just give me a few. I'll figure it out for myself.
Wow.
That's my girl.
That's rough.
Ugh, no filming, Lawless. I'm camera shy.
If anyone touched my portable batteries, oh, we're having words.
Oh, I see. Any character you don't pick gets put inside the box.
Anyone got a field manual?
Why do that, though? Surely you just have them, like, walk around. Like, I get it. They're dangerous, but it's like... Just let them walk around for the dialogue and the interactions and stuff. Imagine following them around and they just get up to, like, weird things that you didn't even know about. That'd be cool, instead of just being stuck inside a box.
On TeamSpeak.
Pyro's success is going to show that bullying children has a positive impact on people. Very true. Very true. Thank you for the 5.
Get back out there, champ.
Get back out there, champ. You've got a mid-game to play. Isn't it weird how the entire game is about saving a dying world, but the game is dead? Oh, what the hell are they going to do? See, I talked about this the last video. Look, you saved the Flash last season. They've saved Green Lantern. You got Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Batman. You have Batman, so you can save him. But the thing is, there's only one more season left of the game that they have to do as an obligation to consumers. Because when you bought the game as the special edition, you got like 3 seasons for free or 4 seasons. Anything else you had to get paid. And I think the game is that dead.
I didn't make the hat. I wanna give you a crotchet figurine of the TV head I've made. If I send a P.O. box, will you unbox on camera?
Yes.
Also, please tell me your opinion on Corpse Party. Almost every year I replay that game.
Thank you, Annam, for the 10. Yeah, you could send it to the P.O. box. I haven't played Corpse Party, though. I'm not sure. No, I haven't played that. Sorry. Yeah. But there's only 1 season left, so what are they going to do? Because any character you save actually has new dialogue. So I'm thinking, do they still have, like, some Kevin Conroy lines of Batman that they're sat on? Because you can save them all.
No one's gonna know if I just tap on it a little and you wouldn't narc, right?
They don't speak when they're inside the tube, but they do speak in the cutscene when you rescue them. So that makes me think that Rocksteady are sat on, like, a couple of lines. Could you imagine? They're, like, the last lines of Kevin Conroy that haven't been released to the public. Imagine that, bro.
Don't tell my my dad about the near misses on the ship, and I keep the slip and slide hallway video private.
The slip and slide hallway video. What does that even mean? What's that bit?
Only way to fall.
No BBW L game. Okay, let him cook now. How'd the man cook that much? The game looks boring. I mean, why do you think it has 200 players? They basically had a concept for a AAA game, and then they just padded it out too much, thinking that people would just consume slop. But the problem is now, we're in a generation where people are becoming more critical of games than ever before. Ever before. Like, it's like we have never been more cynical and pessimistic and critical of video games. So people just call bullshit out straight away. And this was a really good game.
Isn't that what
if it was
happened
shorter.
to JC-chan? He was born into a wealthy family, but he got into drugs, committed crimes, and was generally undisciplined. Sonny2 did an entire video on it, and I thought it was relevant to bring up because of Nepo babies.
Thank you, Dabbershoes, the 10. I don't know who that is, but I mean, yeah, a lot of like Nepo babies are just very insecure and stuff because they just feel like they're always in their parents' shadow. I watched a video on it from a YouTube channel. It was like a life story thing. It was like animated like 6 years ago. Really good video, like quickly breaking it down. God, that looks so ass. She just floats around. Is that her ability?
I mean, if you had to choose a moment from many of your videos that you would love to see 2D animated.
Oh, I
Shout
see.
out to all the Anya-based sos in the chat.
Thank you, Hungarian. I don't know, bro. Maybe something in Cry
I
of
love the
Fear.
thing and the biomass horror style it has. Sad to see Zukosis ended up as a lame Reddit-styled animal petting slop game. It could have been a cool horror game, knowing how it has the thing as main inspiration.
Yeah, that game was really disappointing. I was really disappointed with that game, honestly. It sucks. It definitely sucks. Okay, guys, I'm going to end stream because it's 12:30 and I don't want to mess my sleep up, but I'm probably going to watch that show you guys are recommending. What was it called again? Mr. In-Between. That's right. I'll give that a watch. All right. One more stream tomorrow. One more stream, and then I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm probably going to change my mind, and I'm probably going to try to stream in Australia. I might use Chad's office or something if he lets me. So you can see the fat man appear on stream sometimes. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. We got some slop coming out tonight as well. Just getting that out. So that should be out in like 20 minutes or so. But yeah, have a good evening, guys.